and we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 27 of Filmaholics
Ooh,
Entertainment Podcast, baby.
let's go.
Episode 27. I can't believe we made it here. And also, I want to give a shout out. I think we've been kind of talking about this behind the scenes, but we are now. Whoa, what the hell? Oh, Bobby. We got 20. We have 580 downloads total as a podcast now. So that's on Apple, Spotify, whatever it is. All I know is that about 2 weeks ago, a month ago, we had maybe like 200. So in the last 30 days, we've had over 300 downloads. That's thanks to everyone out there who's listening. And we just appreciate y'all. So again, thank you so much for checking us out.
Especially you, John Smith, our super
John
chatter.
Yeah, your hate is motivated us.
Fueled us.
Yeah, you fueled us. Oh, now we got into 1 or 0. We had one person watch 8. Well, that's all right. Check us out on Spotify.
Super chats.
Yeah, John logged off right when we said that. But boys, I mean, how are we doing today?
Life's good. It feels good to be famous. It feels good that people actually like you.
Yeah,
this has never happened before in my life.
Yeah,
first time.
One day they're gonna make a movie about our success.
Yeah.
Oh,
it could be Dumb Podcast.
Yeah.
that name fits really well.
Yeah, I think so. Or the Fappies, the rise to one of the greatest shows of all time. I don't know.
It's just called the Fappies.
Yeah.
I love it.
But yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of work, and so we're doing a lot of things behind the scenes. We're going to be doing, and everyone, this is out for the people listening. We're going to be doing, going forward, we're going to be doing a lot more. We're going to talk about this after the call or next week. We're going to have a meeting between us internally about how making the channel better. So, we're going to be doing things like shorts. Hopefully, I want to get back to using our Instagram again. We got to take advantage of this, the people watching out there, and I just think that it's just kind of cool that we're able to do this. So, I know that we're going to be doing maybe I think more live episodes like this after like big news. I might even jump on. So we're going to be doing a lot more. Again, I think this is just the push we needed, the motivation, and honestly, we should probably be thanking Kenny. Maybe Kenny's the reason why we got all these downloads.
Effect.
Yeah.
Do you think we should release a limited T-shirt to commemorate the 500 plus downloads?
You know what? If we can get yes, we should discuss that. Yes.
Yeah. Limited to 500 T-shirts. Once they sell out, guys.
Ooh, okay. And you have to have proof of following.
Yep, proof of following for purchase.
But yeah, I mean everything. But like how we start each episode, we've got a lot of news today. We're gonna be doing kind of a creative main event for us today as well. And I just want to say happy also for those out there who celebrate WrestleMania. Happy WrestleMania week. It's a big week for people like me. And but I'm gonna be in a bachelor party freaking missing night 1, but I'll be there for night 2. Hopefully Brad will be able to make it and we can watch it together.
Also, shout out for all of our dong celebrators.
Yes,
a good weekend as well.
Oh my gosh, and I can't wait to discuss that. How about we just jump in the show? I mean, Brad, Vu, now that you guys are famous, were you even able to have time alone, watching movies?
I had to block so many paparazzi from the road. It was
I gotta pull my blinds down.
Hey, there's somebody at Brad's window right now.
Oh my God, they found me. All the doxing.
Do you guys feel preferential treatment when you go to the movie theaters now? Now that we're 500 plus downloads?
We'll say I showed up a half hour late to Dong, and
you showed up a half hour late?
Yeah, dude. And I'll tell you what, everyone moved their feet for me to get to my spot. That's gonna be kind of a funny story to tell. I mean,
did AMC offer to rewind the movie just for you, Kevin?
You know what? I told them, no, guys, I don't want to ruin the experience for anybody else.
We don't want to ruin it for the people.
Yeah. Luckily, I only really missed trailers. I think that's all I missed, Brad, right? Just trailers?
Trailers, and you missed the part where they were kind of explaining, like, if I don't want to get too deep into it, but like how Hollow Earth and Earth are a thing. And
oh, yeah. We kind of knew that from the movie. That wouldn't be spoiling. I understand that. I saw the last movie.
Well, yeah, Vu hasn't seen it yet. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I watched the last movie though.
He
so
did
that
watch.
was-
Okay.
They go through Hollow Earth in the last movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I know exactly what you're talking about.
Boo. I actually want to talk about this compared to the last one too. But I mean, yeah, we'll go. That'll be our first topic of the. Or well, I guess it'll be our first topic because we don't have anybody viewing us yet for the breaking news. But I mean, Vu, how's everything been for you, man?
It's been going well. Been catching up with some movies and TV shows. So nice to be kind of putting a pause to reality TV and back to the scripted world.
Hey, that's all right, man. I think a lot of people, when movies were gone, we had nothing else.
Yeah.
We only had scripted TV and television. Oh, I guess we had everything. This wasn't like COVID. Everything was the same, but we didn't have movies in theaters. So yeah, I completely understand that, man. Well, if anything, how about we dive into today's show? I mean, like I said, we've got a lot of topics. We're going to be going through, as well as our main event for today. We'll be going over the best top movies that we want sequels to, and then kind of maybe discussing what kind of a sequel could be made. I think that'd be kind of like a nice creative element to it. So we're not doing a tournament today, more of like a creative episode, and just to see if we can get some creative juices flowing. So also, there might be a change going forward for those who are avid listeners. We might be having sponsors soon. It's another thing, because we have reached a threshold of downloads. I got a thing saying we're allowed to a proposal for sponsors. I don't know how someone could to sponsor this show, but might get somebody.
Who wants their product associated with this?
Yeah, I mean, I sent you guys the list. Was there a specific? Maybe this is bad for us to say which product we want, but was there one that you guys really were excited about talking about for the fans?
I think there's a certain one about swim care, swim products for your body, products.
I think there was one like that. Yeah.
With our following, sky's the limit with that.
Yeah, I do believe we are going to get AMC someday. It may take 5, 10, 50, 100 years. Maybe our grandchildren. Should we have our grandchildren keep this pod going for us?
Of course.
Yeah.
Do you guys know if AMC is worldwide?
I think it's just American, because it's American movie. It's American movie company.
I cannot wait until we get sponsored by a Japanese movie theater.
You know what? I think I can't wait either, dude. I can't wait. Just the future is gonna be, it's gonna be bright. It's gonna be bright, baby. But yeah, we have some. We might be doing sponsors.
Global.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, AMC is global.
Oh,
I'm an idiot. You're right. What? It's not like, what does AMC even stand for? Is it American Movie Company or something like that? Can you Google that? Can somebody Google it?
American Multi-Cinema.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. So
heartbreak hurts and everywhere.
Heartbreak can hurt in Japan,
Yeah.
Belgium, South America. And I had actually an avid listener of the show out of South America. He just told me he was gonna. I reached out to him. I said, "Hey, check out our pod." And he goes, "Yes, I do want to check out your guys' pod." He's gonna listen, and he also recommended for us to see a movie that he went to college with, a guy who directed a movie. He's been on very small movies lately, and it actually got nominated for an Oscar. The movie's called.
Whoa.
The movie is called Society of the Snow.
Oh, get out of here! What?
Yeah, that's his friend who directed it.
That's an incredible movie on Netflix.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, it's a famous story of an Uruguayan rugby team who's playing crashes in the Andes Mountain.
Yep.
Is that the one where they eat each other?
Yep.
Well,
they survived for 70 days.
Holy shit! And they never got off the mountain.
His friend.
Oh, they get found because of two guys going on an insane hike to save their friends.
This is a true story.
Yeah, it's a really okay. So my parents came to visit, and Bianca and I and my parents were in Airbnb, and it was late, and we're like, "Oh, let's put on a movie and we'll watch a little, and then we'll fall asleep."
Yeah,
it's like a 2.5 hour movie. We watched the whole thing. We couldn't stop.
Wow, is it in English?
Yeah, it's 2.5 hours
in Spanish.
Okay.
He just told me it's phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
The director is J.A. Bayona. So he didn't direct it. He was a part of the team. He was associated with the movie in some way.
Cool.
Potential guest alert.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, could be a connection. I might. We have somebody. Oh yeah, we do have somebody here who can speak a little Portuguese or Spanish. Spanish. Okay. Could you interview them, or could we?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think that's one of the big goals for us too this upcoming year is we want guests. I think that needs to happen, and it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of we can't be as goofy. I mean, maybe we can, but like we can't just keep screaming "fap." Like I don't know.
Why not?
Yeah,
that's the whole allure. That's what the viewers tune in for, Kev.
Yeah. Well, I just think it's gonna be a huge
downloads.
Yeah, 600. You're right. You're right. Fuck it. We're gonna do fat. We're gonna be cool and we're gonna be ridiculous. But yeah, let's jump into the movie news. We got a lot of movie news here, and just like we just brought up, the big surprise maybe of the year so far is that GodzillaXKong, one, is a good movie, and two, it was the #1 movie internationally so far this year.
How shocked are you guys by that news?
Dune 2.
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you, I'll say this. When I showed up, I just told the story about how I showed up to the movie theater 30 minutes after the time it said, which is 7. So you get 15, 20 minutes of trailers, yada, yada. It was packed on a Sunday night. Brad and I went too, nonetheless. So we weren't there, Friday night, Saturday night, or Thursday night. We were there on the end of the weekend. And again, it was just one of those things where I couldn't believe how many people were in there, Brad. I mean, you got in there. I don't know. Did you get in there early and you're kind of watching people come in and you're kind of like, what?
Yeah, people came in. There was multiple groups of 10.
Yeah, big groups.
Yeah, big groups.
That's awesome to hear. Well, the article just really goes through, and this is by Rotten Tomatoes, but that Warner Brothers must be wondering how much more money they would have made in their coffers if they hadn't streamed all their 21 titles at the same time they're in theaters. Don't mistake anything. We all were certainly appreciative of having the option at an uncertain time and feeling a momentary sense of normalcy, but this month makes one wonder. First, they discuss how Dune grossed 2.5 times what Part 1 did, which I think was definitely to be expected. And now the Titans of the Monsterverse outperformed all the best guesstimates to have the second best opening of the year domestically and a chance to become one of the highest grossing films of the enterprise.
That's insane.
I just can't believe it. It said so. No. So it was. So when Godzilla versus Kong came out in 2021, it was the first film of the new era post-COVID to crack 100 million, which I think was kind of a surprise to people. Let's see.
Did that movie get put into Max almost immediately after, if I'm remembering?
Same day.
Same day?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, same day. Well, I think what I saw was $180 million it made, which I think is just, they'd say in the article, it exceeded all expectations. We kind of made a joke about it. I wonder if, not saying we did that. All I'm saying is there's a weird coincidence that Dong and us getting the 580 downloads. I think there's a weird coincidence.
Yeah.
But yeah,
have been listening.
Yeah, I mean, I can give a quick review. I think the people are listening out there. They've already taken some of our ideas for the Fappies, but I just think Godzilla X Kong is a great movie if you go into it with the sense of I'm almost watching a Fast and Furious version of what the first movie of Godzilla's become. I mean, it's weird. This is the seventh one, a part of the MonsterVerse. I can't believe there's been 7 movies part of the MonsterVerse since 2014, I think is what it was. If you include Monarch and then you include all of them, I guess, together. But Brad, you saw the movie as well. What were your thoughts? And then Vu, you saw the one before. I'd love to hear your thoughts as well, comparing it and what you thought of the last one, as well as, I don't know. I guess go into it first, Brad, and give us your thoughts. And we have somebody watching, which is great.
Yeah, I think it is a movie they're like,
that's so funny. Sorry.
No, I think expectation, were not high. It was just like, oh, this is going to be another movie, big monsters fighting. I was really interested in the villain, this other like ape thing. And I won't say too many spoilers because I want Vu to be surprised, or Vuzilla, sorry, I should say.
Godzilla.
But I think they emphasized the big monsters this time and try to, put the humans like low away. And when the humans were on screen, it was all kind of like jokey.
Yeah.
I thought. I mean, there were some parts where they tried to be serious, and I was like, yeah, not the time, not the place. Get out of here.
Yeah. And some of the writing for their serious parts were
bad. It's just bad.
I looked over the Brad. I go. They're explaining everything to us because a lot of times you don't need to, you can let actions explain. They're like, if the monkey finds the animatronic, like something like some weird name for something, it looks like he'll be angry. Oh, but you don't know that Kong. And it's just like they're kind of explaining the story, and it's
very hand-holdy.
Yeah, very hand-holdy. Yeah.
Is it the same cast as the previous movie? And I guess, Brad, did you watch Godzilla vs. Kong before this?
Yeah, I've seen all. I think so. There's 5 of them right now. The only one I haven't seen is the King Kong Skull Island.
And I thought that was a really good one, by the way. So I think if you get bored, you should check it out.
But no, I definitely am a big Godzilla guy. I think Godzilla is very cool. And so I've seen all 4 that Godzilla have been in. And yeah, I like how mobile they've made Godzilla.
Yeah.
Like Godzilla's like out there crisscrossing, jumping and running.
He's like dunking on the basketball hoop. Oh, spoiler. Sorry.
Shit. But I did like the surprise thing that is in there that is not in the trailer.
Yeah.
And I thought that was very cool because I think it's a very cool character that I'm very into.
Too. Yeah.
So overall, the finale was dope. It was in Rio de Janeiro. So I was telling our number 1 fan who is from Brazil that the finale was in Brazil and they just totally destroyed Rio.
Dude, if you thought people were mad there was outrage for Man of Steel because of all the murder that happened, the city just got destroyed, Metropolis. And it's like Rio de Janeiro.
Oh my God.
Was 1,000 times worse.
It's in the trailer, but he was throwing buildings.
Yeah. That was though when I looked at Brad, I go, my God, imagine the people in that building being thrown.
Holy fuck, what's going on? And then all of a sudden King Kong punches the whole building.
Yeah. I mean, it was, and you probably agree, it was a wrestling match between, like at one point there was a suplex.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
All in time for WrestleMania?
Again, coincidences, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things happening.
It's odd how things line up like they are.
I think so too.
But yeah, overall fun movie. It was less than 2 hours, I think.
I
thought was perfect.
Or at least it felt like it was.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah. I think they know their audience. I think now, Brad, I was going to ask you this. Do you think Godzilla -1 helped with this a little bit? Like, I know me personally, I don't think I was really excited for this movie. But when we saw Godzilla -1, I kind of got that itch to see Godzilla again. And I liked Godzilla. I liked the story. And I think I don't know. I think with Dune get me excited to be back in the theaters. But February was kind of an month for movies. January was even So I thought, you know what? This isn't going to be an Oscar movie, but we're in a big theater. Brad bought the tickets for us. It was Dolby Digital. And it was loud. It was chaotic. It was everything I could ever wanted.
Yeah, I'd be curious to think about if Godzilla -1 had an effect. I could see it a little, but also that's an international movie, not in English, which I think deters people, sadly.
Yeah.
Not as much anymore, but I think it got the people thinking, even if you didn't see it, you heard about it. It was Oscar winning, right? Like, it was a huge surprise. There were articles out there like, holy shit, this movie is not what you expect. So I think it gave respect back to Godzilla, which it was lacking, I think, with this MonsterVerse.
Yeah. Do you think that they should, and Vu, I want to ask you this too. This is for both of you. Vu, since I want you to be involved in this a little bit, just because you haven't seen the movie yet. Would you like to see a Godzilla -1 for King Kong?
Oh. Yeah, I think that would be really, really cool.
Yeah. I saw that movie and I kept thinking, God, I'm loving this. And I remember thinking to myself, what's the best King Kong movie I've seen? and Skull Island's really good, but again, it's very much kind of like this. I thought the Peter Jackson one was so spectacular for the first hour, and then the last 2 hours after, I was like, this is so fucking long.
Yeah.
Again, sorry,
3.5 hours.
3.5 hours. Yeah, Peter Jackson had his limit. He knew when he won 14 Oscar nominations, he could do what he wanted with it. But I don't know. Just Vu, have you does that intrigue you? Have you seen the other? King Kong, the one from like 2003 or 4?
I did watch the Peter Jackson one, and I did remember it being very long.
Yeah,
that's pretty much the
kids.
Yeah, and that's pretty much the only thing that I remember from that movie.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the one scene that terrified me was, I think it was the guy that played Schmeagol getting eaten by the worms.
Yes, the worm. Oh.
Yeah.
Where one got each of his limbs and then finally took his head, and I was like, "Oh, I can't."
Yeah, didn't it get its head and he was like stuck, and you're just hearing him screaming?
Yep.
Jeez.
Or when they introduced the Native American or the natives on that island, I thought that was a really scary scene. I don't know. I just think
some good moments.
It definitely does. I think you make the first hour of the movie into a King. Honestly, just make that Peter Jackson movie, but cut it down to 2 hours, and I think you got me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Put now you can't have any big names in there, right? You'd have to do just exactly like the Godzilla minus one, where it's a bunch of up and comers, maybe.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And King Kong is an American. That's not a Japanese character, right? Godzilla is, but King Kong is the American version, correct?
Ooh. Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah, it's an American filmmaker.
It's an American filmmaker. Yeah. So I wonder if, I think you do it American, of course, and you have it, but I think you got to really, again, it's like we keep bringing this up for Jurassic Park. You do like a small scale version. You maybe don't even see King Kong for the first maybe hour. Really build it up, make him a horror piece, kind of like how the T-Rex was. I think that's a interesting way about doing it.
I really
think
like that idea.
I think it comes down to the human aspect. Can you make that enjoyable? Because obviously people are going to enjoy Big Monster, whether you show them or not. But I think that's what -1 was so special, was like, I wasn't disappointed when Godzilla wasn't being shown and it was just people. Like I was actually enjoying that as well. Whereas this latest movie, I was like, "Oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
Get off the screen and shit."
Yeah. I mean, they had charisma for sure. I think the writing was really bad.
Yeah. I feel like I have the same feeling about Godzilla versus Kong, where it was just very cringy.
Yeah. What do you think of Godzilla versus Kong? And we can get back into this, but what do you think of that movie?
The action was awesome. Like, I think like the overall storyline was very good, and the action scenes were really kick-ass.
Yeah.
The CGI was sweet. Like the villain, like the Turbo Godzilla was awesome.
Mecha Godzilla.
Yeah, Mecha Godzilla. And then it's just the storyline that tried to progress with like all the humans was just not great.
Yeah. Yeah, this one was
Bobby Brown too.
Oh, was she in that one?
Is she not in the new one?
Skarsgård. Nope.
Oh, they're not in the new one?
No, they're not. I wonder if this one also kind of felt like a sequel that was made to be made like for money. It had nothing to do with it. I mean, I guess it did have something to do with the story. You got to see the underground a little bit more, but did it progress the story forward, Brad? What do you think?
Yeah, that's an interesting thing to bring up, because I was curious. I was like, I don't know where you go from here.
Yeah.
Because there didn't seem to be, like a setup.
This is a good one. Again, we enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But just
very much enjoyed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just not something that's completely like, you don't see a path forward where they all where all the movies link up. And
it's just like Godzilla and King Kong had their separate movies, and then they fought, and then they fought together, and then they fought together but bigger, So
Okay.
then what's next?
Yeah.
Even bigger.
Even bigger.
How much bigger can it get?
4v4.
That's what I'm wondering. Bring in family for this next one.
Oh my god.
It's Fast and Furious versus Godzilla.
Oh my god. That would be sick.
What's bigger than family?
I feel like you can't even like rule that out because like
That's so true.
you see Transformers, like at the end of Transformers, it's like a cameo of G.I. Joe, right?
Yes, which
So-
was so funny.
God,
Like-
what if you bring them all together? Godzilla, King Kong, G.I. Joe, Transformers, Fast X,
That's
Yeah.
how you
Power
beat the
Rangers.
Avengers. That's how you Power Rangers. That's how you beat the Avengers.
That's
God,
how
I would-
you build like the newest toy line for this Christmas.
Yeah,
watch
Vin
the shit
Diesel
out
on
of that.
top of a Transformer on top of Godzilla.
Oh man.
That'd be so funny. Okay, before we go to the next topic, who would win in that like Avengers style Royal Rumble? Like who would win there? I would say probably Transformers if you ask. No, probably
I don't think,
King
yeah,
Kong.
I don't-
Probably King Kong. King Kong is presented like a badass motherfucker in this movie.
yeah.
I think if the Power Rangers came together to make their
And the
Mighty
Megazord?
Morphin, yep, that might be it.
See, I didn't watch the Power Rangers. I was having sex.
Yeah,
You know me.
you really missed out.
Yeah, you know me. I'm so cool. All right.
this would be the perfect time for like a Trojan ad.
Yeah. And our next ad, our next ad is boob or I don't know, breast. I don't know.
Not to you
I
by
don't know.
Virgins United.
Yeah, Virgin United. Virgin United.
Oh man.
Cool, man. All right. Well, hey, I think that was a good 20 minutes spent on one of the bigger topics. And I just, again, it's just so funny how this show can bring it to where we gave a crap about King Kong and Godzilla. And it's just, that's one of the best parts of this show. So,
Yeah.
cool, man. All right. Like I said, we got quite a few topics here today. So the next topic we're going to run through is the now, and if anyone's on YouTube looking this up right now, come to our channel. We're talking about it right now. Okay, we're finally gonna do it. But Deadline is a Deadline exclusive. Okay, let me share my screen.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. Yeah, and then we're showing it. So if you're scrolling by, we're showing it on here. Check it out. But the Fantastic Four, Julia Garner, joins Marvel Studios movie as Shia LaBeouf version of Silver Surfer. So just to give you guys a little background, apparently there are like two Silver Surfers. There's one guy named he has a cool name. It's like I can't think of the name. Whatever. This is bad for podcasting, but pretty much essentially she has been announced and it's causing a lot of rage online. People are calling it woke casting. Nobody's reading what's the headline is essentially saying is that there's going to be two Silver Surfers. There's a female version and there's going to be a male version. And the female version has been cast as one of the top up and coming actresses, I would say today. She did a fantastic role in Ozark. She actually won an Emmy for her role in Ozark. And it is, as you see, Julia Garner is going to be now the female Silver Surfer. And she now joins the cast along with Vanessa Kirby, Pedro Pascal, Joseph Quinn, and Ebon Moss-Bacharach. Matt Shackman is looking to be directing this. And there's a good amount of these. I don't know who these writers are. But it says here, while plot details for the film are unknown, sources say Garner will play Shia LaBeouf, a version of Silver Surfer from the comics. Garner's star has been on the rise ever since she won her first. All right, we're talking about the Emmys. Yeah, I mean, this is just kind of like the thing that just like it's another name is gonna be attached, and she's a big up and comer. When you guys see her a part of this, what do you guys think? Brad, you want to go into it first? Your thoughts?
I'm excited. I really liked Ozark. I thought her character in Ozark was really cool. I haven't seen all of Ozark, but the majority of it. And yeah, I think Silver Surfer is such a dope character. I think
Is
Silver
Silver
Surfer was in
Surfer
the second Fantastic Four movie, I believe.
is that a hero or a villain?
It's a villain, or is it an anti-hero?
It's neutral. Yeah.
Because the Silver Surfer is connected to Galactus. Is that correct?
It's kind of like the messenger / like goes where Galactus wants him to, and then I think prepares the planet for Galactus to then eat.
Yep. Okay.
Ooh.
But I think there's
Oh yeah, I
some
didn't know
sort of-
Brad you knew this much about it. All right, that's awesome.
Yeah. I think Silver Surfer is such a very cool character.
It's an iconic Marvel character in the comics, apparently, and it's
and just
I
the
mean,
way it
I didn't
looks,
even know-
think is dope.
I didn't even know there were 2 Silver Surfers until now.
I didn't either. I only knew about the first one, which was voiced
Yep.
by Lawrence Fishburne. Is that correct? If anyone remembers,
In the original movies?
and the ones from like 2005, I think.
Really? I did not know that.
I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong, but I don't know. I just remember thinking it was that voice. Maybe it isn't. Though.
Yeah, it is Lawrence Fishburne.
It is Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I mean, Brad, could you give us a little background on the Silver Surfer? Like what you remember? I know it's an anti-hero, and it's a pretty big character.
Ooh, okay. I don't know that much about it, but looks like he's like imbued by power from Galactus. And
I
so,
think
like,
I think the big thing is he's a big preliminary part to Galactus, who apparently is a huge villain.
oh, Galactus is like the
Next Thanos, I
like
think.
he's fucking huge. He consumes planets. So
Yeah,
if
Is
that
that-
gives
is
you
that-
any.
Avengers level threat.
I think so. Yeah, I would assume so. And we talked about this last week that the new Avengers movie needs a threat. We got 2 Avengers movies coming out,
Mhm.
and within the next 5 years. And I feel like with Marvel Spider-Man bringing him back to be the main character, you do need like kind of an Avengers level threat. Maybe Kang can do it, but maybe that's why they're bringing in Galactus to be this guy. I don't know if the Fantastic Four is strong enough to take on Galactus itself.
They did because Galactus was the big enemy in the second movie.
Was he?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I don't remember that.
But it's fun
Galactus
because
is in the-
if you Google Galactus and you see what he actually looks like in the movie, the second movie, he essentially was like smoke and debris. Because I think it was kind of like tendrils that were coming around the planet and eating the planet.
Okay.
Which I was very disappointed because if you Google Galactus, his character just looks straight out of the 90s comic. Like it's a very heavy on the purple. I just think he looks really cool, and I wish they showed him in his true form. But
Okay.
he is legit like insane powerful. I would say even more like I would say stronger than Thanos.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think you're probably right. I think Thanos' big power is the idea that he was smart enough to get the glove to wipe out half the world. It wasn't like he's a world killer, god killer type of guy. Is the idea of I'm going to do whatever it takes to get this glove and snap off. Numbers wise, he's kind of like James Harden. Throws up the ball 50 times a game. He's gonna score some when you throw it up that much. Kind of like I guess he's a numbers guy. Yeah, that's me. Whereas Galactus is a posing threat. I don't know. Okay, gotcha. And I've heard the background, the movie right now, from what I've heard with my sources. Again, I won't. I gave one last week and I forgot who I gave, but my sources have said that this. So the if you look at the poster, it's got a 60s based theme. And then I guess apparently like in the poster, they're reading something about Nixon. So what I'm hearing is going to happen is that there's something there. It takes place in the 60s for part of the movie. Then apparently they're taken away from their world or their planet. So they're not in the same universe as these superheroes we've seen right now. They're from the 60s on a different planet in a different multiverse. So I think the idea is somehow they got stuck. I think the rumor right now they're trying to say is they got stuck in the same world as Ant-Man 2 or 3, the quantum realm, and that's where they've been this entire time. That's why they haven't helped with anything. And this is them essentially returning and coming to now. So I wonder how that will work with Galactus. I just don't. We don't know enough. Maybe Galactus is like even more powerful threat, or he's almost like a multiversal. He's destroying each multiverse one by one. You could do something like that. Maybe, I don't know. I just that's just what I've heard, I guess, so far, is how they're going to be presenting the Fantastic Four.
Do you think it's too late in this phase to introduce Galactus as like the main threat?
No. I mean, well, it's weird to say. He might be even bigger than Kang. So he may be the thing where he's like, he's out there. They have to prepare for him for the next Avengers, which is in 5-6 years.
Okay.
I wonder if they do something like that. I don't know what the future of Marvel entails. That's one of our next things, is the idea that the fans voted on what is the most hyped movie. And even though people brought this up, and Kenny brought this up last week, he said superhero fatigue. Again, I don't think that's the problem. I think it's bad movie fatigue. Say what you want, but at the end of the day, the most hyped, the most anticipated movie right now is a Marvel film, and it's Deadpool x Wolverine. Now, Nicolas Cage had an interview recently where he was just kind of talking about his relationship with comics, Marvel comics in general, and how he's a big fan of them. I mean, you saw him as Ghost Rider back in the late 2000s. And he was just saying about one of the things that comic books do. So one, the movies we got from 2008 to 2020 were beyond expectations. I mean, they're better than everyone's ever expected for superhero movies. I mean, they set the bar of what a superhero movie has become to where they could be nominated for an Oscar, right? Whereas the comics were always a thing where you bought this new recent comic with the idea of, at the end of it, it's what's next, what's coming, what's happening. So even though people are still looking at Wolverine and Deadpool, we're all excited. At the same time, we're all talking about how there's been a lot of movies we just recently saw that weren't that good and didn't live up to the hype. There's always going to be hype between the potential of something great happening with Marvel. So I think, I guess what I'm trying to say with that is that, yes, we've been kind of downplaying Marvel recently. We've been downplaying the success of Marvel and DC, but there's always going to be that excitement level of what's to come. I don't think there will be a thing where this has been a flash in the pan and superhero movies are done in 20 years or 10 years, whatever that may be. I think it's just, it's a natural progression of what superhero movies have become. I'm starting to believe that's more of what it is. And I think that the future, what I'm trying to say with the future of Marvel, I just don't know. Like, I wonder, are they going to remake everything? Are we getting a new Iron Man? Are we going to get a new Captain America? I heard that Tom Holland may only be doing one more movie. I also just read that he signed up for 6 more superhero movies. That's the rumor. His contract is he got 6 more superhero movies. Not all Spider-Man, but he's involved in 6 more movies going forward.
Jeez.
So it just makes you wonder what's going to happen. I like seeing things like this because I do think the Fantastic Four is going to be the big group that we have for the next 10 to 13 years.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a staple in Marvel for a long while.
I think so. And there's also rumors that they may be introducing so they would do, of course, Iron Man that we've seen and Captain America we've seen, but they also may be introducing new versions of that in Secret Wars. That's the same with the X-Men. They may be introducing who's going to be the new X-Men in that movie. It's weird. We don't know what to expect because the last Avengers movie did not introduce who introduced like new characters. You really was just all of them finally coming together. We've watched and finally be there. Whereas this one is kind of like we're supposed to be in cameos. It's supposed to be 10 times bigger the characters. We're supposed to be getting new introductions to characters. I know I'm on a tangent right now. I hope some of it makes sense. I get that way. My brain always works like that. But anything else?
It was good. I am very excited for this movie. Like, I think this movie and X-Men or Deadpool and Wolverine are 2 movies that absolutely need to be home runs for Marvel.
And
back on track.
A podcast was talking about like, what if it isn't? Like, what if it fails? What if it's another movie that gets 50% at Rotten Tomatoes?
Then nobody's gonna go see the next Avengers.
I was saying, you end superhero movies at the Avengers, and then you just restart everything with Fantastic Four as the first new version of this new remake. Like, what do you do?
Yeah, I think you would just like the MCU's done. Like, this is you usher in a new era.
Take a break.
Yep.
That's how they pull a DC.
Yep.
He's just been floundering.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was an interesting idea. I don't know. It's crazy because I think Disney right now is really trying to fix this. They won't let it fail. That Robert Iger, who is the CEO of Disney, left in 2020. Well, Avengers started, and actually superhero movies started getting kind of for Marvel in 2020. So then he came back in 2022. He's been really focusing on the idea of making better movies, less of just putting 20 movies out there and more quality. So I think we're going to see a good movie this summer. I don't know.
Have to.
And I think we talked about it. You have to. I just want to kind of go through that. I love talking Marvel. I watched so much. I listened to so much stuff about it. And I know did it make sense what I said there, or was it a complete ramble?
No, it made perfect sense. This Fantastic Four movie is supposed to come out in 2025, right? Or is it 2026?
Do you remember when it comes out?
This isn't like right before the new Superman movie.
It's right after Superman. It's like 2 or 3 weeks after.
Oh man, Battle of the Titans.
Yeah. So that's what I wonder. It's gonna be kind of crazy. I don't know. There's a lot of hype for those summer matchups.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to make a T-shirt for that. That month.
I think so too. I'm gonna pull up that article actually to see what other movies. So we'll move on to next. Like I said, I spoiled this one, but it looks like Deadpool Wolverine will be the number one movie, or at least the most anticipated movie for 2024 for the summer. The other movies that are on this list are Bad Boys. Oh my god, I gotta show you this. I hadn't read this. No way is this the number 2 movie. All right, let's see. All right. Okay. All right. Number 2, Bad Boys Ride or Die. 40-year-old men, and then all the 6-year-olds did Despicable Me 4. A Quiet Place Day 1. I'm very pumped about that. Inside Out 2. I'm very excited about that movie. Kingdom of the Planet Apes, which was announced. What's up?
That's probably the movie that I'm most hyped for on this list.
I think Bad Boys Ride or Die.
King Kong, let's get Planet of the Apes. Let's get it.
The Watchers.
I'm interested by this. I've been liking the trailer they keep showing. It's the M. Night Shyamalan one with Dakota Fanning, and they're in the box, and she'll tap on the glass, and like weird creatures watch them at night. They're just in a box with a one-way mirror.
I haven't seen this trailer.
Yeah,
weird.
It's an M. Night Shyamalan, so chances are, he hasn't been too hot lately.
Yeah.
He did Cat Knock in the Woods or something like that, right? Was that him?
That movie.
Yeah.
I like that movie.
I know you did. I know you did.
I thought it was such a missed potential movie. It could have been so much more.
Yeah, true.
To any of my Iowa family members who might be listening out there, I'm sorry when I say this. I wish they didn't make it like religious. That's all. I think that's what really ruined it for me.
Was it really? Oh yeah.
At the end there.
Yep.
Right? It wasn't because of God or
it was like some.
They were speakers for God or something.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Sorry. Fall Guy.
I'm surprised that's at 8.
And then Borderlands. I'm surprised Mad Max Furiosa is not on here, unless Furiosa comes out earlier.
Also, Garfield movie looks horrible.
I don't think it looks good one bit. Yeah, Furiosa should have been on here instead of Garfield, if you ask me.
Is there a trailer for Garfield already?
Yeah, they played it.
There's 3 of them?
Yeah, there's 3 trailers already released. There's a teaser and 2 big trailers.
Yeah. It just doesn't look good.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, you'll have
that's probably what I'm actually probably going to go watch.
That's why you're here, though.
That's why we love you, Moo.
Yeah.
You bring such an interesting and unique perspective. I love it, man.
Thank you.
Fuck yeah, man. Fun. So yeah, that's kind of the most hype movies of the summer. And yeah, it looks like right now number 1 is gonna be there. I wanted to go through just a little quick separate, kind of a fun thing. I know we've got this episode's not going to be the most long. Well, it might end up being, but I saw this article about 37 final movie line quotes that are so good they have gone down in history as the best ever. You guys down to go run through this with me?
Yeah.
Let us
do
know
it.
some of your guys' favorites.
Oh, look at the list
do it.
already.
All right, here we go. So, here we go. Babe. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Did you guys ever see Babe?
I have not.
Yeah, but I'm Googling this now. Doesn't Shrek say the same thing but donkey?
Probably. Yeah.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
Oh, is that a
That's
little?
probably that's why it's
homage?
like famous, probably, because this came out
Wow.
before Shrek.
That's funny.
Yeah. The pig survives, right? It's really cute.
No, they kill it and eat it. I'm just kidding.
Oh, dang.
I was like, that is so savage.
Here we go. Maybe you could come over and read it again to me
Oh,
tomorrow.
what movie is that? Can we all say that out loud?
The Princess Bride.
Hmm.
Why is we have a follower. Let's go.
Princess Bride shout out. Let's go.
And for those listening, we are going through the 37 best lines to end a movie. We just went through the Silver Surfer, so we will be releasing this after this. You can rewatch our thoughts on the Silver Surfer news, but until then, we're checking out the best. Oh, no, he left. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, it adds up.
Yeah, that's kind of cool though that happened.
Yeah.
I think we've had like 4.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. Black Swan. I was perfect.
I haven't seen
I
this
haven't
one
seen that.
either.
I saw it years ago, but I don't remember. Have
Do
you?
you remember if it was good or not?
Well, it won awards. Yeah, I think it was
Okay.
essentially she pretty much almost killed. Like, gets to a point where she's trying to become this ballerina, and it's like showing what it would take to be a successful ballerina, and it's like a horror movie in a way. I'm sure she said that at the end because it's like I was perfect before all this or something, or it's like she finally achieved it and she's saying I'm perfect. One of the two. I don't know.
Interesting.
Some like it hot. He goes, I'm a man. Well, nobody's perfect.
I would have watched that movie in film class in high school. Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Jaws. I used to hate the water. I can't imagine why. Yeah, that's a good ending. It's a good ending. Back to the Future. Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads.
It's a good one.
That's a good one. Yep. And then they ship off leads into the second one, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you guys ever see The Usual Suspects?
I have not.
Good movie. It's one of the better movies out there. They say it's like top 50 in the IMDb list. But
Tarantino, right?
No. It's I forget who it is. I forget who directed it. But he made the line, the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. Essentially, they're looking for this murderer, and it ends up being Kevin Spacey here at the end, and you never knew he was in the movie. He had no advertisements for being in the movie, and he just showed up as being one of the big guys. So,
Wow.
Casablanca, Lewis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. I haven't seen Casablanca. Now, I have seen Fight Club. And I love this, where the world is just collapsing around them. And he goes, you met me at a very strange time in my life. I thought that was kind of fun. Toy Story 3. I cried at
the next one.
Oh, I remember this.
so long. I just got chills. Oh, that's so
The
sad.
end of an era.
What do you guys think? Did you guys like the fourth one? I loved it.
Is that the one with the purple bear?
Yes.
I don't think I saw it.
I thought it was all right.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Did you like it?
I did. I thought, even though because it added to his love story with Bo Peep.
Oh yeah.
And I thought that was great. I'm a sucker for love, man.
Yeah.
And I always wanted them to be together. But that is right at the end of that era. My mom cried in the movie theater because watching. I was about to graduate from high school, and she thought that's kind of like how it felt.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's touching.
that's my like movie. If I could ever do like a middle name of like Woody or like a first name of Woody, I would do it. I actually have a Woody from when I was like 3 years old still. Something my mom's kept. Avengers Endgame. Oh, I love this line. You want to tell me about her? No, I don't think I will. And if you don't remember what that's from, it's when he essentially goes back and puts all the Infinity Stones back, and then he comes back in as an old man.
Mhm.
And he finally got his 90 years with Peggy Carter.
Yep.
And it ends with them dancing together and just being so that also gives me chills too.
Yeah.
Love is great, man. Love is great.
Yep.
Oh, I love it. Hunger Games. Did you guys like this one, Hunger Games?
I thought it was great.
Yeah, I did too. Ooh, did you want to read it since you loved it?
Yeah, I'll tell you how I survive it. I make it a list in my head of all the good things I've seen someone do. Every little thing I can remember. It's like a game. I do it over and over. It gets a little tedious after all these years, but there are much worse games to play.
Wow. Can you give us a little context to that?
I'm assuming she's talking about the big game that they played. So that's all I remember.
It's at the end, right? Where it's her and PETA had the kid together.
Is that who she has a kid with?
Right? It's not. Is it Chris or is it Hemsworth?
Oh wait, does he die?
Yeah, Hemsworth dies.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. You're right.
Yeah. Okay.
It has been a long while since I've seen those movies.
Yeah. Silence of the Lambs. I do wish we could chat longer, but I'm having an old friend for dinner. Oh my God, Shutter Island.
This is a great line.
You know, this place makes me wonder which would be worse, to live as a monster or to die as a good man. Oh.
Yeah. That one had me Googling like what was like the actual ending.
Yeah. Have you boys seen Seven? I know I've asked you to put on your list if you haven't.
Oh yeah.
But it's great. What's in the box? Like that movie.
What's in the box?
Yeah. Ernest Hemingway once wrote, "The world is a fine place and worth fighting for." I agree with the second part. Stand By Me. Is this the one where it's like at the end they're like kind of just say like, here's what happened to these characters 30 years later? Has anyone seen these movies?
I have not.
No, not.
Is that Bob O'Derrick? Or I think that's his name.
I don't think so.
Oh.
I know who you're talking about, but I don't think it is.
Oh, this is the one where 4 boys find the dead body.
Yep. I want to check it out.
I remember the Family Guy episode that they spoofed it.
I think this is oh yes, that's a funny episode. I think this is a good line. He was stabbed in the. I think they're talking about one of their friends. He was stabbed in the throat. He died almost instantly. Although I hadn't seen him in more than 10 years, I know I'll miss him forever. I never had any friends later on like the ones I had when I was 12. Jesus, does anyone? That's such a true statement.
Jeez.
You know, like I just.
Well, I mean, you're just too busy having sex. So.
Oh yeah, at that age I was working at the machine yard.
Oh man.
Anyone here like Sky High? I hated that movie.
No.
All right, good. We're gonna skip that one. Bill, one more thing, Sophie. Is she aware her daughter is still alive? Because isn't that all because she thought her daughter died or something or got abducted?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Oh, have you guys seen The Shawshank Redemption?
Yeah, best movie ever, they say.
Yeah. I hope to see my friend and shake his hand. I hope the Pacific is as blue as it had been in my dreams. I hope. Morgan Freeman finally gets out of prison, and the only trip he wants to make is to see his buddy he was in prison with. So his buddy told him, go to this tree. It'll give you a location of where I'm at. And they end up the movie. It's like the epitome of a best friend movie.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah.
And a Prison Break.
Yeah. Yeah. It Chapter 2. We're losers and we always will be. That's actually, I know I say that that is actually me. That's me and my friends. So, never saw Chinatown. The Lost Boys. One thing about living in Santa Carla, I could never stomach all the damn vampires. Okay.
I've never seen any of the Pee-wee stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Do you want to see the rest of the movie? I don't have to see it, Dottie. I lived it. It's a good line.
That's kind of cool.
Charlie, don't forget what happened to the man who suddenly got everything he always wanted. What happened? He lived happily ever after. That's a good line.
Yeah.
That's some great writing. The AI couldn't create this. Oh, yes. I love this at the end of the third one. So tell me, What's become of my ship? Because he finally says, "You get everything." I think Jack Sparrow's given up being a pirate, and he gives it to him or whatever. Good movie.
Just reminiscing.
I didn't know there was an old Italian job.
I didn't know either. Hang on a minute, lads. I've got a great idea. And it just flies off the cliff. That's pretty funny. The Crow. If people we love are stolen from us, the way to have them live on is to never stop loving them. Buildings burn, people die, but real love is forever.
Oh, it's so edgy and deep.
Yeah. Oh, Avengers Infinity War. Oh, God.
Is that really how it ends?
I don't think so.
No, it does. Remember, they're all sitting there, and he looks at this. Let's put it on. Here, let's
I
see.
don't remember that part.
It's when everyone's going.
Oh, when they're all disappearing?
Yeah, when they're all disappearing.
Oh, yep.
So if we go right here, I'll show the screen. I'll show the part of this. Please don't take us down. We too. Okay, everyone's crazy. I don't want to go, Mr. Stark. I don't want to go. And it's
Where'd
all
he go?
silence.
Steve?
Oh no, the one guy that has a gun.
Oh, that's right here. Oh, it's when they're sitting next to what's the Vision. Damn it, this is the one that's going to show it. Here, come on, just show the damn. There, here we go. Hear that?
God.
Yeah, and then it ends. That's the last thing.
Jeez. I
Yeah.
forget about that.
It's pretty great. 9 more. Here we go.
You got to get to the end because the end is the best.
The Hunt for. I've never seen that one. Baby, you're gonna. Oh, this is really good because it's actually. Have you guys seen Before Sunset?
Mm-mm.
So it's an Ethan Hawke and this actress's movie, and they had 3 movies over 30 years. And
3 movies over 30
they
years.
had the first one when they're like our age, second one when they're in the middle of their marriage, and then third near the end of it all. And it's just like a story about essentially their love, and like they go through the hardships in the second one, almost get divorced, or the third one it's like, do we still love each other at this point? And the first one's them falling in love. So it's just like if you're into that shit, but it's really good because you really see their couple as they go through it all. I don't know. What are you laughing at, Brad?
You know, if you're into that shit.
I have a softie, but I also have a cold exterior.
Kev's so romantic.
Yeah, I am. Gone with the Wind. After all, tomorrow is another day. The Apartment. I absolutely adore you.
Shut up and deal.
I like that. Did you ever see that movie, Brad?
Nope, never heard of it.
Yeah, I haven't either. Sure, I could have stayed in the past. I could have even been king, but in my own way, I am king. Hail to the king, baby.
Wow.
This is actually one of my all-time favorites. At the end of Pirates of the Caribbean, drink up me hearties, yo ho.
And then right after that, another Johnny Depp.
I'm sure that in time, every bit of her will be gone, and that her death will be a mystery, even to me. I haven't seen it, but I wonder if it's like he's really the villain or something in it, maybe? I don't know. Fallen. Oh, you forgot something, didn't you? Sympathy for the Devil begins to play. At the beginning, I said I was going to tell you about the time I almost died. See you around. And it was a cat the entire... Oh, I bet that'd be insane.
Jeez.
And then 7. Yeah, this is great. The magician shows you something ordinary. The magician takes the ordinary something and makes it into something extraordinary. But you wouldn't clap yet because making something disappear isn't enough. You have to bring it back. And now you're looking for the secret. But you won't find it because of course you're not really looking. You don't really want to work it out. You want to be fooled.
That's just a great final. That's my favorite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that ending there. Oh my God. Yeah, right. Because so explain just because we're here and we may never talk about this again. Explain to me your interpretation. Are they creating clones or what's happening at the end of the Prestige? I know his body, like why is he in there? In that room full of all the bodies.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, the Hugh Jackman character wanted Tesla to create a transportation machine, but it turns out that the machine does not transportate, it duplicates.
Yep,
And
that's
so
right.
I think the thing that is never found out is, think of it as conscious one. Conscious one enters the cage, and every single time you don't know if conscious one will be the one teleported to the top of the balcony, or if conscious one stays in the cage, drops down, and then drowns.
Because they die every time they do that.
They die
trick.
every time.
Yeah. Oh my God. Right.
So I think, or again, I don't know the whole consciousness thing. So I think his thing is like every time I walk in, like you don't know the pain of walking into that cage and not knowing if like you'll be the one to drown.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
one of the consciousnesses drowns.
Wow. That's right. Okay.
You know, like it takes real fucking balls to be like, I might kill myself.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. And then the person that survives is the person who has all your memories, but it was just born, correct?
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
That's trippy.
Yeah. I think that's one of my favorite movies.
Okay. All right. Love to hear that. Well, hey, for the next 5 topics, we have 5 more topics. We're gonna be very quick. We're gonna do speed round. We're gonna do, I like to call this part of the show in other news. Really, if yes or no questions, and you guys say yes and explain yourself, or no and you explain yourself. That's all it is. That sounds
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
Joker poster has been revealed. I'm going to show it to you guys. Are you guys excited for the Joker? First, and second, do you believe it's going to be $1 billion movie?
Was the first one
First,
$1 billion?
yes, it was $1 billion movie.
Okay.
It's like this one and Aquaman were the only ones that were part of the DC, or during the DCU EU era.
Mhm.
Vu, are you excited for this? And do you think it hit $1 billion again?
Very excited, and I do believe this is going to be $1 billion movie.
Okay. All right. Nothing else.
Nothing else.
No.
Yeah.
What do you think of the poster? Third one.
I think it's very interesting. I'm excited to see what this movie is going to be about, just because the first one like blew my mind, just because of how bad the DC movies were at the time, and this being standalone and just how great it was. So I'm excited to see how Lady Gaga plays into it.
Cool, man. Brad, you're up next.
Not super excited. I watched it this year and was kind of bored, honestly.
Were you? Okay.
Whoa. Hot take?
Yeah,
It is a hot
I don't
take.
know. It just
Wow.
didn't really do anything for me, I guess. It was just a guy's descent into madness, and then he shoots the guy, Robert De Niro, on TV, and I don't know. I don't know. I remember hearing so much about it, and it was Oscar nominated, if not winning.
He won. He won Best Actor.
But what does excite me is Lady Gaga playing a Harley Quinn role.
Mhm.
That definitely excites me because I would love to see a Phoenix Gaga like duo on screen.
Mhm.
$1 billion? I don't know. I mean, Dune 2 wasn't $1 billion.
True.
Godzilla, is it gonna be $1 billion? Like, I'd be super surprised if Joker hits it.
Okay.
I guess I thought it was a lot easier to hit $1 billion.
Sci-fi element hurt Dune.
Mhm.
I think if I was somebody, an old person, I saw Joker 2 coming out. I heard about it being best Oscar or best actor nominated. Also having Robert De Niro in there. It's a little more grounded as well.
Yeah.
So it's not as bad. And it's not a superhero movie. It's kind of like a movie with a superhero title.
Yeah. What are your thoughts, Kev, on this?
I'm excited. I'm going to see it, and it's going to be a musical. So I'm a little nervous about that.
Whoa.
It's going to have 12 songs in it.
Damn.
I don't know how I feel about it being a musical.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one either, dude. But you know what? I'm sure it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. Second, Civil War movie release. The map has been released. I don't know what questions I'm supposed to ask with this one, but we're gonna run through this one quick. So one, how about this one? Are you guys looking forward to seeing Civil War? Will you see Civil War? And let's go with the idea. So how about those two questions, and then we'll go into the second part of this. So Brad and Vu, are you guys excited for Civil War?
100% excited. This is a cool map because, I think the whole thing was like, what are the sides of this thing? And we've got the Florida Alliance with the Western Forces, which apparently California and Texas.
Try not to get too political here, Brad. We really don't need it.
And then you have the Loyalist states, which are like right down the middle in the Northeast. And then you have the New People's Army, which I don't think has much been known about this other part of the America in this movie. So I'm very intrigued, and I hear good things about it, which makes me even more intrigued.
Nice. Vu, how about you, man?
I'm just glad that we'll be fighting together if this were to happen.
Yeah. We would. Wait, no. Oh yeah, we would be.
Yep.
Wait, wait. Oh yeah, we would be.
Yep. New people. I guess I don't want to.
No, we wouldn't.
Are you sure?
Would we not?
We would not.
New people's.
We're in the Loyalist states.
Oh, we're in the Loyalist.
Oh.
Yeah.
You got Utah mixed up, I bet.
I think Kenny is still in the Middle East.
Yeah.
He's fighting his own wars.
But yes, I am very excited. I don't think I've ever watched an A24 movie before. Or
really?
Wait, everything, everywhere, all at once.
A24.
Okay, never mind. I have seen. Okay, so yes, I am very excited for this.
It kind of blows my mind that A24 was the first movie to be a part of a Civil War movie. Like, this is just, to me, with how America's been since 2016, I would say. Maybe earlier, whatever you want to say. I just remember because that's during my age bracket. You would think that a movie like this would have been made way, way sooner.
Yeah.
And with like a bigger brand. I mean, I'm surprised Fox or Paramount, nobody's come up with this. But I guess maybe just because A24 really has nothing to lose, whereas maybe Paramount could get in trouble for doing something like this.
Yeah.
That's an interesting take, yeah.
Is there a coincidence that this is coming out in an election year?
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah, no, I think there's a straight coincidence. I know Brad's joking, but I think, yeah. I do wonder who's the villain and who's – because I'm not going to lie, California and Texas being the same, that kind of –
Yeah, that's
just,
yeah.
Well, they make it seem like Nick Offerman's the villain, and he's the president. I believe that's part of the Loyalist states. So, without knowing any more of the plot of like why this is even happening, I can't imagine a situation where California and Texas are on the same side.
Yeah. Okay.
Do we have a release date for this movie?
It comes out in the next couple
Next
weeks.
week, I think.
Whoa.
I think you're right. Yeah.
I'm excited to see Kirsten Dunst.
I saw her. The last time I've seen her was in
Spider-Man.
For me, it was season 2 of Fargo. She's in that with Jesse Plemons.
Her husband, right?
Yeah, her husband. That's where they met. Was that that show? Yeah, I'm really pumped about it. And I'm also pumped for the guy. Have you guys seen Narcos?
Yep.
The main character, the main villain in Narcos, is one of the main characters in this.
Okay.
Yeah, he's really good. He's in the movie, or he's in the TV show Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and he's really good in that. So I think he's a very good actor. I'm really pumped to see him do more.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, I am too. All right, another quick one. Craig Gillespie may direct Supergirl. Really just saying, I guess the guy who directed Cruella, which I thought was a really good movie. I recommend it if it's a good kind of change of pace for Disney. He also did I, Tonya, which I enjoyed. And he's in talks to do Supergirl, which apparently they're going to start shooting in Georgia for July 11th, 2020. Oh, sorry, that's talking about Superman. But we saw that Millie Alcock, who is from Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, she's going to be Supergirl, which I'm very pumped about.
Yep.
And I think you got somebody like Craig Gillespie, who has clearly created great woman-led movies. I, Tonya got a nomination for Margot Robbie, and then Cruella was just a great movie with
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone. So to me, this really excites me, and I like the idea that they're kind of following what DC or MCU did, which was take directors who did really well in other genres and mediums and make them for a superhero movie. I like that they're not doing like a Justin Lin who did Fast and Furious 7, who's been known to do action movies. I like that they picked more of a guy who's creatively a good director.
This guy did Dumb Money.
Dumb Money. Yes, that's right. I forgot about that.
Okay.
Are you excited for this, for a superhero movie or a Supergirl movie to have this kind of a director?
Yeah. Especially with the House of the Dragon girl.
Yeah.
I think so too.
I think she's great.
This will probably be my first time seeing like Supergirl getting like adequate screen time with like a good storyline, because the only time I've seen her so far is in The Flash.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, shut up, Flash.
yeah.
I mean, I will say the storyline for her sounds pretty cool too. I mean, they say that Supergirl, we see the difference between Superman, who was sent to Earth and raised by loving parents from the time he was an infant, versus Supergirl, who was raised on a rock, a chip off Krypton, and watched everyone around her die and be killed in terrible ways for the first 14 years of her life. Then came to Earth when she was a young girl. She's much more hardcore and not exactly the Supergirl we're used to seeing.
Ooh.
It's gonna be a rampage killer.
Yeah, it seems like, because they're kind of going with more of like a badass, kind of like the one in The Flash, actually. Which I think that was one of my favorite things about The Flash, was the Supergirl.
Yeah, I thought the Flash's Supergirl did a great job.
I know. I for me too. I thought if they're going to replace her, they need to have somebody big. And I think I like Millie Alcock, and I like the storyline. So it excites me. It excites me. All right, moving on. We got two more topics, guys. Dev Patel's Monkey Man comes out this weekend. Are you guys excited by it? And do you guys want to see it?
Not as excited as I think I should be.
Yeah.
Because
it is produced by Jordan Peele.
Oh, it's cool.
He broke 3 bones creating this movie.
It's
jeez.
And
I think my first thought was like John Wick copycat.
Yeah. It is like a John Wick copycat. Like if you look at the first one, it's essentially they're trying to do what that did.
Okay. But I do like Dev Patel. I think this Jordan Peele. I would love to see his next movie. Truly.
Yeah. No, this isn't directed by Jordan Peele. It's produced by Jordan Peele. So essentially, it's fine.
Oh, then fuck that.
Yeah. It's actually directed by Dev Patel.
Cool.
The main actor in it. I like Dev Patel. I remember seeing him in the what's the movie?
Last Airbender? Yeah.
Is he?
The what?
It was in The Last Airbender.
Like the OG live action
terrible one. Zuko.
Oh, he's
no way.
Slumdog Millionaire. That's what I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Also, The Green Knight. Low-key A24 movie.
Yeah. Was it good? I never saw it.
Yeah, I liked it.
Okay.
I just watched the trailer for that like a couple nights ago. It seemed very interesting.
One, that's random as fuck. Why did you watch that trailer?
Yeah, I just was watching A24 trailers on Go.
Awesome. Vu, are you excited? Do you think you'll see? Do you think you'll get out of your cave and somehow go to a movie theater for this?
No, I have not watched anything Jordan Peele related since Get Out. So, not that I don't like Jordan Peele. I thought Get Out was very good, but yeah, it just does not interest me really.
Okay. All right. Well, we went through quick there with the news, and I think we've got our good thoughts on all the topics we've had today. Now we're moving on into the main event. Today it is our sequels edition of Filmaholics Entertainment Podcast, Fap 2. Essentially, I wanted to create a list of us, and I wanted to kind of get a little creative today. I wanted us to discuss together movies we want, and I think what we could do is if we all created a list, we could have movies that we all had the same on our list and create them together, put them together, and we try to create sequels to them, what kind of storylines they could go with. And then when we become famous someday, we can tell, hey, we thought of this.
When we're selling scripts.
Yeah, when we're selling scripts. So, yeah, I think does that make sense to everyone around the world who's listening and the 0 viewers live? Comment and subscribe.
Most of our international audience isn't awake right now, probably. That's why we don't have any live viewers.
That's the problem. Yeah, you're really helping us. Which one of you guys wants to go first? I have a huge list, but do any of you guys want? Did you guys create a shorter list than me?
I think we all added to the list.
Oh,
Yeah.
then let's just run through the list and kind of just throw the up idea. Just let's run through the list first, and then we can maybe bring it to 5, 3 to 5. Do you guys want to do that?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. If anyone wants to use ChatGPT, we could also have that maybe as help if you guys want to have it up just in case.
I can do that.
All right, cool.
Nice.
Again, we're creating a script. If guys are needed, we're trying to get a baseline. And outline. I know people
just ideas.
Yeah, just ideas. God. God. I'm so mad all the time. Oh, we can't check out Boo's list. All right, here we go. Movies of the year. All right, we've got at the top, and I think this one probably excites us the most, or at least for me, Inception. We've got Interstellar, which I just rewatched this weekend. District 9 was one I saw that I thought would be kind of a good idea, like what happened after that. Cloverfield, I want a sequel to the actual, like, maybe what happens in that city. I guess they kind of did with 10 Cloverfield Lane about what happened in the country, but I want to see what's happening in the city afterwards. Like really after that moment that the cameraman dies, something else happening around, the town. All right, we're looking at The Social Network. I think that'd be kind of cool to see what it's like, the drama that came after 2000.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And then I did The Prestige. We just talked about it, like what's happening there at the end with everything going on. We can add even more elements to that. The Nice Guys. I think that's the one comedy on here I want to see more of. That was such a funny movie.
That was a top class movie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't?
So fun.
Boom!
Add
it to your list.
Is it who's that guy that's in
Gosling
the big
and Russell Crowe?
Yeah.
It was like the one movie that showed that Gosling has freaking awesome comedy chops.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which is why I think Fall Guys is going to be pretty great too.
Yeah, I think so too. I put Once Upon a Time in Hollywood just because out of all the movies I could see sequels for Tarantino, I think this one is just, the world's so interesting. You could do movies in the 70s based on, and it's like post Leo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt's character because they survived. I just liked being back in Hollywood. I thought out of all the movies I've watched of Tarantino, that's the one where I look back at and I go, this is very enjoyable to watch. So I'd like to see a little bit more of them changing history for what happened in Hollywood. So I think that'd be kind of cool. Ratatouille too. Brad brought that up.
Very good one.
The Goonies. I thought The Truman Show. I was at this point just thinking of movies that never got a sequel. And The Truman Show. Can you do a second one? I don't know, but the original movies itself was fantastic. Mad Max, Tom Hardy's version. We're getting the Furiosa version, but I think it'd be kind of cool just to get another, what happened with that character, another adventure. Forrest Gump. I know that apparently there was rumors that Forrest Gump was going to have a second movie, and he got shut down after 9/11 apparently. But yeah. So, but apparently there was a script written for that. I just think that'd be kind of cool. Elf. I think Elf on this list. I'm surprised there hasn't been a second Elf.
Yeah, that would be a great one to just rejuvenate.
Because we're always going to have the first one, and even if they mess up the second one, we still would always have that first. So, National Treasure. I don't know why I put that there, considering there's been 3 of them.
I put that on there.
Oh, okay. All right. Then you guys go through your list next. Whoever wrote the name on there, you guys just go through.
Oh, yeah. I put National Treasure on it just because I want to know what happens on page 47 or whatever page the cliffhanger was on for the second movie. So that was my.
Isn't it Aliens?
Yeah, I think that's where they were going, but who knows? You could go in so many directions if they were to make another one. But
Yeah.
Wasn't there something recently? I thought I saw that Disney owns it, and they're probably not gonna like Nicolas Cage doesn't think that there's gonna be another. Or there's
I thought
something I just read.
it was always owned by Disney, I think. But I did see where Nicolas Cage was like, "I'm not doing another one."
Yeah,
So
Unless he
I
can
think
start dropping F-bombs or like going crazy on it.
I think that dream is dead. So
Okay.
I put the Flash on here just because I just okay.
Just don't laugh, LOL.
Because I do think that it warrants a second movie just because of the cliffhangers and like I did think like the story was pretty solid in the first one.
Okay.
I want to see more, but you know I don't think that'll ever happen,
Okay.
especially with Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
So
Oh, sorry, man.
yeah, and then the last one I put down here was on Shutter Island. I'd like to see more about the island and the testing that they do. So,
Do you bring somebody new? That'd be an interesting way of like, how does ChatGPT come up with something for this?
yeah,
Like, do you create a new actor comes on? It has to be sent to the island.
yeah. I think it would have to be like way after what we saw.
Is Leo DiCaprio in there?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Okay.
could be a fun one.
Don't hate that idea one bit.
Yep.
That's a good one, man. Brad, you're up, I think, right?
yeah. These are mine. First and foremost, Alita: Battle Angel. I couldn't recommend this movie enough. Low key, had no expectations when I randomly watched it in 2019.
Yeah.
Super, super good. It's a robot
Produced by James
futuristic.
Cameron.
Yeah, it's a really good movie, and essentially like futuristic, where I think the rich live on this floating land, and there's like a huge ass chain that comes down to the mainland. And then
Okay.
all the people are on the mainland, and I think it ends with Alita and other robots like climbing the chain. And so it's a really, really good movie. Couldn't recommend it enough. And it ends on a point where there should be a sequel.
Okay.
Monsters Inc. I mean, come on. It
There
ends
was.
with
There
him.
was a second
What, Monsters
Monsters
University?
one. Monsters University.
The prequel? This is sequel talk.
Okay.
Canon.
Okay. No, you're right. Then I completely agree with you.
Yeah, they open the door and you see from, I can't remember, Sullivan, his perspective. He opens the door and he sees Boo. But damn it, I want to see that relationship go on.
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons, the newest movie. I just need more of that world and those
Yeah, I did
characters
too.
because, my God, that was a fun movie.
That was. Do you think
I did
Chris
hear it
Pine,
was
when he
good.
signed up, thought it was gonna be that good?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I think that same
I
thing.
bet you he signed up for the paycheck.
100%.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
But it
I
turned out to
worked
be
my job
awesome.
for the paycheck.
We also had a viewer that just came and left, so shout out to the viewer. Every time I'm talking, they leave. So that's fucked. Next, Ender's Game. It is a book series. Also recommend the book series, but the movie ends where I'm just gonna give the whole synopsis because I think the synopsis is cool as hell.
Okay.
There's like, I think some
It
alien.
makes sense that people keep dropping off when you speak, but keep going.
Yeah. So we're like super far in the future. There's airships and battleships and travel and all that shit. There's this alien threat that's unstoppable. They have this academy for children that are like brightest of the bright, and they all compete against each other. And they're doing these simulations and trying to like beat these simulations. And Ender, this boy genius, little kid, like everyone's much bigger, badder, scarier, ends up like being very, he does things out of the ordinary, and he like defeats this impossible simulation. Turns out it was real the whole time, and he was just killing these aliens, and he like sacrificed a bunch of people to like end the war. And it ends with him going to the planet of the aliens, and he finds like an egg of the next queen of the aliens. So it's just like, ooh,
That could be kind of cool.
it'd be kind of cool. I mean, it's a lot of books, like the trilogy in the book. So,
I do remember seeing those books in like, because it would have been when we were in high school there, like
Yeah.
in our library.
So they only made one movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
But there's more out there. Aragon series, the first movie was just garbage, but there's 4 books.
I didn't hate it when I was a kid. I thought it was cool.
Yeah. Could have been better, but yeah, cool book series, cool things. And then finally for me, I Am Legend.
Yeah. I think they are
that
doing
would
a
be-
second one. I think they did announce a second one for that.
Oh, really? Well, that's
I think
exciting.
they're having Michael B. Jordan be his son.
Whoa. That's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
So
that's a cool world, and I can't remember because there was a couple different endings, I think. But
Yeah.
Wait, there were different endings?
they released this. Oh, we just lost another person.
that was you talking this time.
Yeah, that was me this time. Damn. All right. They're probably like, but they didn't know there was a second. Sorry, Boo, what was your question?
There were different endings for that movie?
Yeah, right. One where the theater one is the one where he dies, and then the other one was he survives.
I guess I've only seen the one that he dies, right? Like he does the grenade to save like the daughter and the mother, right?
Yeah. Anyone out there, if people who are watching live, if you've seen, we're trying to talk about the sequel potential to I Am Legend. And if you guys know what the sequel is going to be like, please comment that below. Also, comment if you hate us or like us. Honestly, we're trying to get people to view us, so we appreciate you jumping on, dude. Or
the other ending, Vu, is the zombie people like all get their people back, like the butterfly girl, the girl with the butterfly tattoo that's being cured. Like, her father's the one pounding on the door. And he like gives her back, and then they just leave. And so the other ending is Will Smith is with them as they go to the town.
Oh,
mm-hmm.
I had no idea that existed.
mm-hmm.
And then last I put Ready Player One. Have you guys seen that one?
Isn't there also a Ready Player 2 announced?
You might be right. Yeah. Hey, viewer out there, do you like me? First
For a friend.
Comment and subscribe.
Yeah, comment and subscribe. We have t-shirts coming. It's a big celebratory episode. We're trying again, whatever. I think I let you know. We're trying to create sequels. So, okay, guys, now that we've created this list,
do you like me?
Do you don't want them to get the tricks or anything of how we run the pod? Got to make sure it's only in this part.
Mom, is that you watching?
Hey, buddy, just letting you know, you're like the 7th or 8th person to jump in. So
don't think you're alone.
Kevin, I swear to God, if this is you on a different computer.
I wish I could do this. I can't believe they're still on, but we'll take it. All right, guys. So movies, let's pick 5 that we think should deserve a sequel. If I'm going to pick one, we'll do round robin. I'll do one. You guys do 2. So I want Inception. Can we do that?
I like that.
I'm going Alita, Battle Angel.
Okay.
I think my pick would be Shutter Island.
Alita. Okay. And then you on YouTube, comments. It's too bad we can't see. Oh, wait. Do we get a comment actually? We love you guys. Oh, is it you, Brad? Oh, Brad. Okay, well, secondly, do you like me? Like,
could you answer my question first?
Could you answer my question first? Oh, okay, all right. So
I did log in and started viewing this before this person is on, so I don't know who this is. Plus, the number didn't go up to 2 with me, so
okay, all right, whatever. Either way,
it's like I don't care. I don't have any friends or anything.
Yeah, we don't really care. Vu, okay, and then you guys get a second one.
I think
if you could pick one that we all could do together.
Ratatouille.
Yeah, let's do Ratatouille. Okay. Brad, what's the last one?
Out
of all these, that kind of intrigued you.
The Flash.
I'm not doing it. There's no way for me to get a second Flash movie. It's already done. I'm not doing it.
Okay, fair enough. Monsters Inc.
Okay, all right.
Love it.
God damn it.
Damn, I tried.
Brad supporting.
I tried.
Why did you tell him to do that or something? Or
You should have commented that in the chat.
Oh, you're right.
all right, we're doing Monsters Inc. All right. Oh well, they left. Whoever just was on. Thanks, man. Thanks for staying on here
I
with
bet
us.
they had fun though.
I bet they had fun too. I'm not gonna sleep tonight without thinking of that guy might hate me. All right, so we're doing. Let me write them down here. We're gonna do Inception, Shutter Island 2. Okay. We're gonna do. If you guys want to help write with me,
Yeah.
Alita, and then you know what? Not to be mean or not to be a piece of shit, but we could do
Flash.
I'm gonna be a selfish asshole and say no to that one, but I do want to get a sequel to Interstellar, so I want to see what they say about that. I think that's interesting for sure.
Let's do it.
Okay. What else is on here? We did. Okay. Monsters Inc. Alita 2. All right. Was that 6? Yeah, that adds up to being 6. All right. So what I think we should do is you guys take the 2 you guys you did. We're gonna go into ChatGPT quick and try. And this is a new top. Like we may never do something like this again. This might be really bad. People might hate it. I like doing creative stuff like this, but yeah.
How do we want to do this?
I'd say we just try to create a second. You come up with like, okay, how do we? Or
I've got an Interstellar one.
You got an Interstellar one?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'll create an Interstellar one. Yeah, I think we all create that. Yeah, I think this is a good idea. Actually, we all create a story for each one, and then we all decide which one we like the most.
Oh, I like it.
As a sequel. Does that work?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So use ChatGPT.
Sponsored by ChatGPT.
Yeah. Can we get them?
That would be awesome.
Or I'm gonna write. All right, Brad, I just want to make sure that you don't have the same one as me. Let's see how smart this thing is.
What's your title?
Interstellar Odyssey.
Yeah.
God damn it. All right, you got that one. That's yours. I'm going to do.
Wait, are we all doing the same movie right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's who? And okay.
It's quite funny that we had the same title.
I knew it was going to do that.
What's your second title, Kev?
Interstellar Temporal Traverse.
Mine's
Ooh.
Beyond the Horizon.
Ooh.
Okay. Should we go into it?
Let's do it.
All right. Brad, you want to go first, buddy?
Yeah, I got 2 paragraphs.
Yeah.
Interstellar Odyssey, in the aftermath of humanity's salvation from the brink of extinction in Interstellar, the remnants of Earth's population have resettled on a new habitable world dubbed New Eden. However, as years pass, tensions rise among the settlers as they grapple with the challenges of building a new civilization in an unfamiliar environment. The fragile peace is shattered when a mysterious anomaly appears on the horizon, threatening to unravel everything they have worked so hard to achieve. With New Eden's resources dwindling and the anomaly growing ever closer, a team of explorers, including the now elderly Cooper, Matthew McConaughey, and his descendants, assembled to embark on a daring mission to unravel the secrets of the anomaly and secure the future of humanity once and for all. As they journey across the vast expanse of space, they encounter strange phenomena, encounter new civilizations, and confront the existential questions that have plagued humanity for centuries.
Whoa.
Okay.
I like the idea of the like different, essentially aliens. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Wow. I like that one too. What else intrigues you about it, would you say? Do you like about your story?
I like having old Matthew McConaughey.
Yep,
And
I like that.
I would assume they would have Anne Hathaway too. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the
Um,
first one yet, so this is really just all new to me.
Oh, have you not seen the first two?
No.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, I like that, Brad. Do you mind if I go through mine?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Years have passed since the events of Interstellar, and humanity has achieved remarkable progress in space exploration. However, the lingering mysteries of the cosmos continues to beckon. Dr. Amelia Brand, so that's Anne Hathaway, that's the daughter of Matthew McConaughey. Is haunted by the loss of her crew and oh no, Amelia Brand, that's Anne Hathaway, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
She's haunted by the loss of her crew, and her beloved Edmonds remains committed to unraveling the enigmas of the universe. So this is coming from her perspective on that planet so far.
Oh.
When an anonymous signal hints at possibility of Amelia's survival in a distant corner of the cosmos, a daring mission is launched to rescue her and uncover the secrets of her survival. Cooper, now revered as a legendary figure in space exploration, leads a team of seasoned astronauts and brilliant scientists on this perilous journey. As they venture into the unknown, they encounter new challenges and discoveries that defy their understanding of the universe. Along the way, they must grapple with the ethical implications of their mission and confront their own personal demons. Amidst the quest to save Amelia, they stumble upon a potential solution to Earth's impending doom. A cosmic phenomenon holds the key to humanity's survival, but harnessing its power comes at a great cost. With time running out, the crew faces a race against the clock to secure the future of both Amelia and Earth. That's an interesting idea. Sorry, one more last thing. Its journey tests their limits, both physically and emotionally, as they navigate through wormholes, traverse distant galaxies, and confront the mysteries of the cosmos. Along the way, they encounter remnants of past civilizations, alien beings, and the echoes of their past. As they draw closer to their destination, they come face to face with a powerful force that threatens to unravel the very fabric of reality. In a climatic showdown, they must summon all their courage and ingenuity to overcome the obstacles that stand in their way. In the end, they succeed in rescuing Amelia and unlocking the secrets of the cosmos, but not without sacrifices. Their journey transforms them, shaping the future of humanity and the destiny of the universe itself.
I would be intrigued.
What do you guys? I like the idea that they start the movie off with essentially Amelia, realizing, because if you haven't seen it, Brad, essentially she went to her.
Boo.
Vu. They went back to she separated from Matthew McConaughey's character because her husband or boyfriend or love is on that planet. He was on a mission before them, and they went missing. So the idea that he was still alive really was like she wanted to go out and essentially to see if they found civilization. So at the end of Interstellar, essentially how it works is that you see Matthew McConaughey sneak off after accomplishing the mission. He did everything. He saved the world. He sneaks off and sneaks on into a spaceship. You see him trying to fly out because he wants to go save. He goes back. Essentially, he's going to fly back into a black hole to go save Anne Hathaway's character.
Oh wow!
And it ends with that.
That's a very cool spin, then.
Yeah. So I like this idea that they're trying to save the Earth, because the big thing about the Earth is that it's dying.
Yeah.
In Interstellar. So I don't know. I kind of like that idea a lot. I thought that was kind of cool.
I would
It also would, like, that's a direct sequel because he kind of ends the first movie by going to
right
her.
into the second one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. Should I go next?
Sure, Brett or Vu. Yeah, what do you got?
All right, Interstellar 2, Beyond the Horizon. Set several decades after the events of the original film, humanity has made remarkable strides in space exploration thanks to groundbreaking discoveries made by Cooper and his team. The remnants of Earth have been restored to some degree, but the planet remains fragile, prompting humanity to look to the stars for a new home. In Interstellar 2, Beyond the Horizon, we follow a new generation of explorers who embark on a daring mission to find a habitable exoplanet where humanity can thrive. The crew consists of seasoned astronauts and brilliant scientists, each driven by their own personal motivations and desires to ensure the survival of the human race.
Okay.
Wait, isn't that just Interstellar?
Essentially, that's Interstellar.
Oh.
I was like, wait.
It sounded pretty good.
Oh my god. Well, everyone out there, comment, subscribe, like our video, but also, which one do you like better? I mean, out of us three, which one do you guys like the idea of?
Yeah, who's hotter at us three?
Who do you like the most?
Who's the most likable podcast?
Oh
host?
my god.
If you could pick an actor to play me in a movie, who would it be? Why is it Brad Pitt?
Oh my god.
Oh, Cam.
Why is it Brad Pitt in his prime when he's sexiest?
Yeah.
Are we talking Ocean's Brad Pitt?
Oh yeah.
No, I'm talking Achilles Brad Pitt.
Oh, okay.
He's got a name bag and he's blonde, long blonde hair. Oh, okay. Well, that was fun. Oh, which one do we like the most? I vote for mine just because I like the idea of them going back and there's an Earth element of saving Earth while also saving Anne Hathaway's character.
I do too,
Yeah.
but throw in some like civilizations or something.
Yes, yeah, I agree. I think so
Just
too.
Aliens.
Yeah. Okay, I win. All right,
Kev's
cool.
the best.
Yeah, I'm the best. I know how to use ChatGPT. Well, I also put in my thing saying, could you create an Interstellar 2 where they try to save Anne Hathaway's character while also finding a way to save Earth? Oops.
Oh, did you put that in?
Wow.
Yeah, I wanted a little more. So I always add. I don't want to just get a plot point. I want to like add. What am I?
Oh, you want to put your spin on it?
That's what I'm saying. That's where we get this creativity. Or we're going to get essentially Interstellar 2 being the entire synopsis from Interstellar 1. Vu.
God, I hate you, Lou.
I typed in ideas for Interstellar 2 plot.
All right, cool, man. Cool. All right, next one. Shutter Island 2. Now, this one's interesting. Here we go. I just looked up, could you create a Shutter Island 2 with Brad Pitt? All right. Here we go. All right, here we go. I have mine's Shutter Island, Echoes of the Past. Do you guys have that one? Echoes of the Past?
I got Beyond the Veil.
Beyond the Veil, okay.
And I've got Descendants, Descent.
Okay.
Mine is really out there.
All right, Boo, you want to go first because this is yours?
Yeah, Shutter Island 2, Beyond the Veil. In a distant future, Earth's resources have been depleted, and humanity.
Wait. It definitely has Shutter Island with Interstellar.
Yeah.
This is an Interstellar 2 Shutter Island.
A collab.
All right, good. All right, let's do this one. All right, read it. Sorry.
On a remote planet known as Vale, an isolated psychiatric facility stands amidst the desolate landscape. Dr. Eva Collins, a brilliant psychologist haunted by her own past, is sent to Vale Institute to investigate a series of mysterious disappearances among the patients and staff. Upon her arrival, Dr. Collins encounters a diverse array of individuals, each grappling with their own inner demons, from soldiers suffering from the intergalactic PTSD to scientists plagued by existential dread. The patients of Vale Institute are united by their fragile grasp on reality. As Dr. Collins delves deeper into the secrets of Vale Institute, she discovers evidence of a clandestine experiments conducted by the facility's enigmatic founder, Dr. Matthias Blackwood. Rumors swirl of mind-altering treatments and ethically dubious research, raising unsettling questions about the true purpose of the Institute. But as Dr. Collins uncovers the truth behind Vale Institute, she finds herself drawn into a web of conspiracy and deceit that threatens to consume her, with her own sanity hanging in the balance. Dr. Collins must confront the dark forces lurking within Vale Institute before they unleash a terror beyond imagination.
Cool, man. I like that. Okay. Brad, do you want to go next or me?
I'm gonna go. All right, Shutter Island: Legacy of Illusions.
Ooh. Okay.
20 years after the events of Shutter Island, a sequel takes us into a future where technological advancements have transformed society, but the haunting legacy of the past still lingers. We follow the story of Isabella Daniels, the previously unknown daughter of Leonardo's character Teddy Daniels.
Ooh.
Isabella, now a seasoned investigator with a penchant for unraveling mysteries, discovers a series of bizarre occurrences on the newly reopened Shutter Island.
Okay.
As she delves deeper into the island's secret, she uncovers a hidden underground facility where experiments in mind manipulation and reality distortion are being conducted. But what she initially perceives as a sinister government conspiracy takes a startling turn when she encounters a group of individuals with extraordinary abilities. They possess the power to bend reality through their minds. Isabella must navigate a web of deception and illusions as she grapples with her own identity and uncovers the truth behind her father's past involvement with the island. The twist comes when Isabella realizes that she too possesses these mystical abilities inherited from her father. Together with the other illuminated individuals, she must confront the true mastermind behind the experiments and prevent the manipulation of reality from spiraling out of control.
Ooh.
Wow, that's actually a really good. That could be actually a good sequel.
I
Yeah.
asked it to give it a twist and involve magic or sci-fi.
You should have added to add Ezra Miller as well.
Oh. I'm going to start getting really creative.
So you guys are gonna like what I did for mine. I did Fast and Furious Shutter Island.
I'm dead.
Now it's about family.
In Fast and Furious Shutter Island Betrayal, the Fast family faces their greatest challenge yet when an unexpected betrayal plunges them into a world of deception and danger. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson takes on the role of the villain in this action-packed thriller, adding a new layer of intensity to the franchise. When Dom Toretto and his crew are lured to a remote island under false pretenses, they discover that they've been set up by a former ally turned ruthless criminal mastermind, Owen Shaw, played by Dwayne Johnson. Shaw has allied himself with shadowy organization intent on using Ashcliff Hospital as a front for the nefarious activities. As the Fast family races to uncover the truth behind Shaw's betrayal, they find themselves outmatched and outgunned at every turn. Shaw, with his formidable strength and cunning intellect, proves to be a formidable adversary using every resource at his disposal to thwart their efforts. Meanwhile, U.S. Marshal Dr. Edward Daniels, portrayed by Brad Pitt, arrives on the island to investigate Shaw's involvement in the recent disappearances and disturbances. Daniels quickly realizes that Shaw is the key to unraveling the island's dark secrets and must reluctantly team up with Dom and his crew to bring them to justice. As the Fast family and Daniels close in on Shaw, they find themselves caught in a deadly game of cat and mouse, with betrayal and deception lurking around every corner. With time running out and the stakes higher than ever, they must rely on their wits, skills, and unwavering loyalty to overcome Shaw's machinations and expose the truth. In a climatic showdown, the Fast family faces off against Shaw and his ruthless allies in a high-octane battle that will determine the fate of Ashcliff and the lives of everyone on the island. With twists and turns, heart-stopping action, Fast and Furious Shutter Island Betrayal delivers an adrenaline-fueled ride that will leave audiences on the edge of their seats until the very end.
Jeez.
Wow.
The matchup we didn't know we needed.
Yeah. So just thought I'd do that one. Brad, I like yours a lot again.
Yeah, I would go with the Brad.
That was actually a good one. I just thought mine would be fucking hilarious.
Oh, which
Cool.
one's next?
I redid mine. I want to do Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves sequel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good idea. Good. You want to do that next?
Yeah, because I don't want to do an animated one for what I want to do.
Okay. Okay, for mine, I did a horror comedy for the second one.
Oh. Give me a
I
sec
think that'd
to
be
just
really
create an
interesting.
premise.
I said plot for Dungeons and Dragons sequel that brings them to Middle Earth.
Oh, I like that, dude. That's a good idea. Okay. What about you, Brad?
Give me a sec. I'm making this.
I got a good one. All right, I'm pumped about this.
ChatGPT would have been so clutch for creative writing
Oh, I
classes back
know,
in the
right?
day.
Well, I mean, it's just all it is plot point. It just gets the ideas going. Now
Yeah.
you look at us how we start off with just googling Inception 2 or Shutter Island sequel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now we're doing, and we did Interstellar.
Now we're throwing our own twists and turns.
Exactly. I think it's kind of cool. Vu, if you got yours, you want to go first?
Yeah, you guys can go.
Yeah. So Dungeons and Dragons, War of the Realms. Following the success of their first adventure, the intrepid group of Dungeons and Dragons players find themselves transported into a new realm, Middle Earth. But unlike the stories they've read and the games that they've played, this isn't Middle Earth of J.R.R. Tolkien's novels. Instead, it's a world torn apart by cataclysmic war between the forces of darkness and light. As they arrive, the group finds themselves scattered across Middle Earth, each landing in a different corner of the continent, with no way back home and their knowledge of land limited to fantasy lore. They must navigate a perilous journey to reunite and uncover the truth behind their unexpected arrival. Meanwhile, Middle Earth is on the brink of destruction. The Dark Lord Sarnath, a powerful sorcerer wielding forbidden magic, has unleashed his armies of orcs, trolls, and dark creatures upon the land, seeking to conquer all who oppose him. The forces of good, led by the legendary heroes of Middle-earth, stand against him, but they are outnumbered and outmatched. As the players venture through Middle-earth's diverse landscapes, they encounter familiar faces and iconic locations from mythology, but twisted by the influence of Sarnath's dark magic. Along the way, they must forge alliances and uncover ancient relics that master powerful spells and abilities if they hope to tip the balance of the war in favor of the light.
That'd be fun.
That'd be fun. That'd be fun. I like that one a lot, Boo. That's a good one.
Yeah. What do you guys have?
I'll go next. Dungeons and Dragons, Hilarity in the Haunted Halls.
Ooh.
So we reunite with our band of misfit adventurers after the escapades in the original Honor Among Thieves. Following their successful heist, they find themselves celebrating in a quite quaint tavern, regaling each other with the tales of their daring exploits. However, the revelry is short-lived when they receive a mysterious invitation from a wealthy noble to explore a supposedly abandoned dungeon rumored to be filled with untold treasures. Tempted by the promise of riches, they eagerly accept the challenge, unaware of the horrors that wait within. As they venture deep into the dungeon's dark depths, they quickly realize that they're not alone. Strange creatures lurk in the shadows, and the very walls seem to pulse with malevolent energy. What starts as a lighthearted adventure soon descends into chaos as they encounter traps, puzzles, and supernatural phenomena that defy explanation. To make matters worse, their bumbling antics and comedic misunderstandings only serve to exasperate this situation, leading to a series of hilarious mishaps and near-death experiences. From mistaking cursed artifacts for valuable treasures to accidentally triggering traps with their own incompetence, our heroes find themselves in increasingly absurd predicaments. But amidst the chaos, they discover that the dungeon holds a dark secret, one that threatens not only their lives, but the very fabric of reality itself. Trapped between comedic misadventures and spine-chilling horrors, they must band together to unravel the mystery of the dungeon and escape before it's too late.
Not bad.
I think comedy horror would be such a cool idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
I like Vu's story better than mine, but like the comedy horror aspect would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, I haven't read over mine, so it's going to be...
What was your search, Brad?
I will tell you after I read it.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Dungeons and Dragons Rogues Rhapsody. In the sequel to Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves, our beloved band of misfit adventurers find themselves entangled in a new escapade. This time facing off against a villain unlike any they've encountered before. Enter Nathan Fielder as the and dangerously sassy antagonist Malachi Frostbite, a notorious rogue with a flair for the dramatic and a penchant for chaos. Alongside him is a scumbag sidekick portrayed by Ezra Miller, whose snarky remarks and questionable morals add an extra layer of comedic chaos to the mix.
Okay.
As our heroes embark on their latest quest, they soon find themselves caught in a game of cat and mouse with Frostbite and his bumbling accomplice. However, what starts as a typical battle of wits and swords takes an unexpected turn when it's revealed that Frostbite's ultimate goal is not just to plunder treasure or seize power, but to become the greatest bard in all the realms.
And that's Nathan Fielder.
Yeah. And he's willing to use any means necessary to achieve his dream.
Okay.
In a whirlwind of action-packed sequences, witty banter, and show-stopping musical numbers, our heroes must treacherous dungeons, outsmart their eccentric adversaries, and ultimately come face-to-face with the true power of music and friendship.
Wow.
I would pay to see that.
Yeah. Which one is our favorite? Because I think all three of us actually had pretty damn good ideas.
Yeah.
I would like to see a horror Middle Earth one, like what we
Yeah.
did.
Ooh, yeah.
But I think the absurdity
Yeah.
would be so fun to watch on the screen.
Nathan Fielder singing?
Yeah.
That would have to be like a Comedy Central special.
I mean, what do you guys think? Who wins?
Oh,
The tough one. I want to see them all.
I want to see them all. This is so
I think we
fun.
all,
Just
let's say we all did well.
Yeah.
giving
I
each
think
of
that was a
these,
really unique one.
yeah, giving each of these prompts our own just like ridiculous inputs.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Now it's going to keep getting crazier.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to see. All right, let's do Monsters Inc. 2.
Okay.
Oh, is it only cartoons now or animation going forward, or do we have one more on here?
I guess we have Inception.
Inception. Yeah.
But I think we've kind of already done Inception with ChatGPT.
Let's see what they come up with. If we add like an interesting element, yeah. All right, I gotta get one for.
Are we doing Monsters Inc.?
Let's do Monsters Inc. Inc. sequel.
I can't think of anything to put a twist on this. I'm getting writer's block.
Just think of insane things.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I got one. I did it as a kind of an Avengers level type thing leading up to. So I had the big movies that were before Monsters Inc., which were Incredibles and Toy Story, and I made a movie with all three of them together. But it takes place in the Monsters Inc. universe. So I can read mine first if you guys want.
Yep, that works.
All right, here we go. In Monsters Inc. and the Incredible Toy Story, we delve into a whimsical crossover adventure that brings us together the beloved characters from Monsters Inc., The Incredibles, and Toy Story universes. The story begins in Monstropolis, where the lovable monsters Mike and Sully are busy running the newly reformed Monsters Inc., now dedicated to generating laughter instead of screams. However, their peaceful routine is disrupted when a mysterious rift in the space-time continuum opens, connecting their world with that of The Incredibles and Toy Story. As characters from these different universes begin to cross over the Monstropolis, chaos ensues. The Incredibles find themselves navigating the colorful streets of Monstropolis, while the toys from Annie's rooms are bewildered by the strange creatures they encounter. Meanwhile, the monsters are equally perplexed by the superpowers and sentient toys they have suddenly appeared in the world. Amidst the confusion, a villainous plot emerges, threatening to disrupt the delicate balance between the worlds and plunging them all into chaos. A power-hungry antagonist seeking to exploit the interdimensional rift for their own gain sets their sights on harnessing the unique abilities of the Incredibles and the magic from the toys. Realizing the gravity of the situation, Mike and Sully join forces with the Mr. Incredible, Elastigirl, Buzz Lightyear, Woody, and the rest of the group of the gang to thwart the villain's plans, restore order to the multiverse. Together, they embark on a thrilling adventure that takes them from bustling city of Monstropolis to the sprawling suburbs of Metroville and the imaginative world of Andy's bedroom. Along the way, they must overcome obstacles, solve puzzles, and rely on each other's strengths to outsmart the villain and save the world from certain destruction. With heartwarming moments, action-packed sequences, and plenty of laughs, Monsters, Inc. and the Incredible Toy Story is a delightful romp through three beloved universes, celebrating the power of friendship, teamwork, and the boundless imagination of Pixar.
That is awesome.
Wow.
That is awesome. That is so cool.
Wow. I never expected to be that good. I hadn't read it yet either. That was awesome.
I would 100%. That's a Thursday night premiere for me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, did you guys ever play the game Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking of. It's like,
that's something they could do in the movies.
I think about when I was running yesterday for 8 miles, hated it. But that's what I kept thinking of, like, how do you create a movie for Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah.
This is how I pass time when I'm running, because I hate the act of running. So I'm always thinking of creative shit to do.
Jeez.
That's cool.
I thought that was really interesting how they interwove all of them. And then it ends, it's in Monstropolis, but it ends going to the other worlds too.
Yeah.
Andy's room.
That is must-watch movie right there.
How is Buzz Lightyear and Woody helping in any of these situations?
I don't know. I guess Buzz maybe has pew pew, and then Woody could be
the lasso,
catching monsters with a lasso or something. Yeah,
well, that's true. I like that. All right, I'm gonna go next because I went dark.
Okay. Okay. I almost did that, Brad. So I'm glad you did that. Okay.
I went dark. Title: Monsters Unmasked. Set 5 years after the events of Monsters, Inc., the sequel delves into a much darker and more somber world. Mike Wazowski's sudden and tragic death from a drug overdose has left a gaping void in the lives of his friends and family. Boo, now a young adult, struggles to find her place in the monster world, haunted by the memories of her past and the loss of her beloved friend and mentor. Meanwhile, Sully, burdened with the weight of being Boo's stepfather figure, grapples with his own demons as he tries to navigate the complexities of their relationship. With Boo's parents long gone, Sully is determined to provide stability and support for her, but his efforts are met with resistance and resentment as Boo struggles with addiction and the harsh realities of life in the monster world. As tensions escalate and dark secrets begin to surface, Sully finds himself embroiled
Pixar's created this movie?
in a dangerous game of intrigue and betrayal where the line between friend and foe become increasingly blurred.
Oh my God.
Not your parents' Monsters, Inc.
not your children's monster. Oh my God.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Yeah, just reading Mike Wazowski dying of a drug overdose.
What was your search title?
A sequel that's set 5 years after, where Mike has suddenly passed from a drug overdose. Make it very serious. Boo is struggling to make it in the monster world where she now lives. Life is tough. Sullivan and Boo's relationship is struggling as well.
Damn, okay, you really got creative here.
Yeah, I went deep.
Yeah, I did not go that creative on mine. Mine's Monsters Inc. 2, Kaiju Chaos.
Oh yes.
In the bustling metropolis of Monstropolis, where monsters once generated screams to power their city, a new source of energy has been discovered. The raw, primal power of Kaiju, King Kong, the colossal ape, and Godzilla, the legendary lizard, reign as two of the most powerful kaiju in the world. With their mere presence capable of generating massive amounts of energy, Monstropolis has thrived on their existence. However, a sinister corporation known as Energonox sees an opportunity to exploit the kaiju for profit. Led by the ruthless CEO, Mr. Waternoose, Energonox captures King Kong and Godzilla, intending to harness their power to fuel their energy-hungry empire. Unbeknownst to them, this act sets off a chain of events that threatens to unleash unprecedented chaos upon Monstropolis. Enter Mike and Sully, two unlikely heroes determined to rescue their fellow monsters and save their city from destruction. Teaming up with a ragtag group of kaiju enthusiasts, including the brilliant scientist Dr. Boo, they embark on a daring mission to free King Kong and Godzilla from Energonox's clutches. But as they journey deeper into the heart of Energonox's fortress, they uncover a shocking revelation. Mr. Waternoose's plans to weaponize the kaiju and unleash them upon the world, plunging Monstropolis into an all-out war between monsters and mankind. With time running out, the fate of their city hanging in the balance, Mike and Sully must rally their friends and allies to confront Energonox and stop Mr. Waternoose's diabolical scheme before it's too late. Along the way, they learn valuable lessons about friendship, teamwork, and the true power of monsters.
I like the kaiju in there. That
do
is
too.
cool.
I do too.
I
man.
don't know what kaiju is, but yeah.
That's like
It's
what
like-
they call
that-
them, right?
That's what they call
Oh.
like, big monsters. Yeah,
Gotcha.
that's a cool idea.
Nice little twist. But if I had to line up for a movie, I think Kev's is the one
Yeah,
that I would line up with my
Absolutely.
family for.
Thanks. I think
Maybe-
so too.
Maybe Brad's is the one that I'd watch after a really hard day's work.
the kids are asleep.
Yeah.
If I'm like almost suicidal, I think I like Brad's.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. That's the one that gets me.
If Boo succumbs, I will too.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that was
All right, the last
yeah.
one's Inception too.
Let's do it.
Let's try it.
We
Or
should
Ratatouille. We could do Ratatouille as well. Or we could save that for a different time down
Let's
the
say-
line.
We should do one of these every episode. Have it pre-prepared. Think about it.
All right.
Yeah.
I think
And
that'd be
then
fun.
yeah.
Who wants to be in charge of next week's? Or do we all want to come with it for
All
one?
I think.
I
all of
think we
us.
all
All
have
three
to
of us?
come up
All
with
right.
one.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be what we do. That's okay. I love this. This is so
Th-
fun.
This,
This is
this is
fun.
gonna be a new segment of the show.
I think
Yeah.
so too.
All right, we're doing which one?
Inception, I think. Sorry for those listening. I'm just doing this because it's gonna be on Spotify. Going forward, we will not be having this quietness.
Should we play the Dune 2 theme song?
Yeah, I wonder if we should. What is the world that they're in where it's the fourth level? It's where they're in the world he created that with Mal.
Essentially limbo, I think.
Huh?
I think it's
Limbo?
limbo.
I haven't seen Inception 1 in so long that I don't even remember what. Can somebody break it down quick?
So,
they just travel dreams, right?
So you can go into people's dreams
Yeah.
and you can extract information. But the most insane thing is Inception, where you plant a message. So they are essentially blackmailed by the start of the movie, the Japanese guy. They're trying to do something with his company. He catches them, so he blackmails them to incept a message into his business competitor, which is Cillian Murphy, to break up Cillian Murphy's father's monopoly. It's like energy.
Okay.
And so basically they go many levels deep trying to plant this message so he thinks that he thought it himself, because that's the trick. And Leonardo DiCaprio's character has baggage because his wife killed herself because she thought she was dreaming when in reality it was reality.
Oh.
And if you die in a dream and you go into this like limbo space, that I don't fully understand that part, but essentially, like, the Japanese guy died, so DiCaprio had to go find him, I think, with maybe Ellen Page's character, something like
Yep.
that. And then essentially the movie ends where everyone gets off the plane and they incepted him and everything's good. And then right when DiCaprio's going to see his children for the first time in years after his wife's death, he spins his idol, and his idol never falters. Well, it never fully falls down, but it falters. So you don't know if he actually is in reality or if everything was kind of opposite and he's in the dream world and his wife is right.
Oh.
Wow. I actually never really thought of it like that, Brad.
That's kind of how I thought. It was like,
Yeah, no, that's a good way to put
Oh.
it. You should try to add that element to your story. Because I think that's a really interesting way to put it. Wow, I've watched that so many times. I've never thought of it like that. Huh.
All right, I'm ready. I'm not even going to read it. I'm going to read it live with you guys.
All right, you got it.
Nice.
All right, here we go. Inception, Illusions of Reality. In the long-awaited sequel to Inception, we revisit the enigmatic world of dreams and deception through the eyes of DiCaprio's character, Dom Cobb. Despite the events of the first film, uncertainty still looms over Cobb's fate as he grapples with the haunting question of whether he truly made it back to reality or if he remains trapped in the depths of the dream world. As Cobb struggles to piece together the fragments of his shattered reality, he is confronted by a shocking revelation. His wife, Moll, whom he believed to be dead, is alive and well, but imprisoned within the labyrinth of dreams. Determined to rescue her and uncover the truth behind her existence, Cobb embarks on a perilous journey through the layers of the subconscious, where he must confront his deepest fears and confront the specters of his past. However, as Cobb delves deeper into the realm of dreams, he discovers that not everything is as it seems, and reality itself becomes increasingly elusive. Caught in a web of lies, manipulation, and betrayal, Cobb must navigate a treacherous landscape where the line between dream and reality blurs beyond recognition.
Wow. Wow. That's wild. I love that, actually, that idea so much.
Yeah, what's reality? What's a dream?
Yeah, I seriously never thought of that as being like the sequel. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. What do you guys got?
All right. I can go. Or Vu, do you want to go next or me?
You can go.
All right. What I got is essentially. So, like I told you guys in the text, I did one based on the idea of that he never left his. He never got out. I have a reality, because I've been watching Alien and Aliens, and I just like the idea of like a sequel that changes what the ending of the first one was. Or at the same time, because I think you can add mine, I think, with Brad's in a way and make a really good movie. Because I never thought about Brad. I don't know why I'm so like, yeah, whatever. Okay. So they call it the abyss of the mind, delves deeper into the complexities of the human psyche and pushing the boundaries of perception and reality to their limits. Trapped in the depths of his own subconscious, Leonardo DiCaprio's character, Cobb, became lost in the intricate web of dreams within dreams. As Cobb languishes in the abyss of his own mind, his former team members, all the other team members, embark on a perilous journey to rescue him. However, they quickly realize that the true challenge lies not in navigating the physical landscapes of Cobb's dreams, but in unraveling the twisted labyrinth of his subconscious. So each layer of Cobb's mind becomes a battleground of conflicting emotions, fractured memories, and buried traumas as the team confronts the darkest corners of their own psyches. Time bends and warps, memories shift and distort, and reality becomes an elusive concept as they descend deeper into the abyss of the mind. Haunted by their own inner demons and tormented by the visions of their past, the team members must confront their deepest fears and desires in order to navigate the treacherous terrain of Cobb's own subconscious. Along the way, they encounter manifestation of Cobb's subconscious, including fragmented versions of himself and his deceased wife, Mal, who taunt and torment them at every turn. So amidst the chaos of Cobb's subconscious, the team uncovers a forgotten realm, a realm never seen.
Ooh.
Abyss within an abyss. A limbo where Cobb has been trapped for what feels like an eternity. Here, time stands still, and the laws of reality cease to exist, trapping Cobb in a perpetual state of a limbo. Determined to save their friend and colleague, the team ventures deep into the limbo, facing unimaginable horrors and confronting the darkest aspect of Cobb's psyche. In a race against time, they must navigate the treacherous depths of the limbo and confront the demons that threaten to consume Cobb's soul. In a mind-bending climax, the team finally reaches Cobb, who has become a shadow of his former self, lost in the depths of his own subconscious. Through a combination of courage, determination, and unwavering friendship, they are able to break through the barriers of Cobb's mind and pull him back from the brink of oblivion. They consider it a psychological tour de force that delves into the depths of the human psyche, exploring themes of identity, memory, and the nature of reality. With its mind-bending twists and turns, it challenges audience to question the nature of their own perceptions and confront the darkness that lurks within us all.
Jeez. You guys have very good sequels planned.
Well, you know what I kept doing? I kept saying, I said, okay, I want a limbo. Okay, now I want psychological. Okay, I want it more psychological.
Oh, you can do that? Just like, rewrite the script to do this.
You can tell them, like, yeah, ChatGPT, I use it every day. So, like, for work. So, like, it, like, kind of knows me a little bit, I think. But I just went, more.
Yeah.
But imagine that, like, it becomes a story about them finding Cobb, but it becomes now about them, and Cobb is more kind of like somebody who's like testing them and pushing them, and like
I like an abyss within the abyss.
Right? A new layer we haven't seen.
Layer.
Yeah, that's wild. Your two ideas could definitely be like a sequel.
Brad, I think we're on to something so far.
Yeah.
Hey, Vu, finish it off, man. Let's see what you got. We might make all three of us.
I don't think mine's gonna be a sequel anytime soon. Mine's Inception 2: Disrupted Realities. In a world where entertainment conglomerates wield immense power, a group of skilled dream infiltrators led by the enigmatic Dom Cobb is hired by a mysterious benefactor to sabotage Jonathan Majors, a rising star within the Disney Corporation, and disrupt their plans to expand the Marvel Cinematic Universe into new dimensions. Majors, a brilliant executive with ambitious visions into the future of entertainment, has developed a groundbreaking technology that allows him to access and manipulate the dreams of audiences worldwide, creating immersive storytelling experiences unlike anything ever seen before. With the MCU at the pinnacle of its success, Majors plans to revolutionize the entertainment industry by merging dreams with reality, blurring the lines between fiction and existence. Recognizing the potential dangers of Majors' power and the monopolistic control Disney holds over the entertainment landscape, Cobb's team sets out to infiltrate Majors' subconscious and plant the seeds of doubt and discord that will unravel his plans from within.
I think that is such a cool idea, Vu.
A little twist.
Wow.
Jonathan Majors.
Yeah.
It almost makes me think we could do a movie about the Inception crew saving the MCU from its failure, what's to come, and then going in and fixing it.
Wow.
I love that, dude.
Yeah. We could go down through so many different rabbit holes with this. There's so many opportunities.
Wow. Okay. All three I love. I love all three of ours, actually, Vu.
Nice. Yeah, I do love them all.
Oh man. See, now that makes me wonder of how to do a Kingdom Hearts movie. Now I'm thinking about it, because then that's kind of like interacting the two. I don't know. I'm gonna think about this, but
would that be animated or live action?
I was wondering that too. Do you guys think that it would have to be a kind of like a Pixar rated version of it? Maybe there are parts of it to where
live action Mickey Mouse.
I would like to see a live action.
You want to see a live action?
Yep.
What does it even mean for the animated characters?
I don't know.
I know.
It's gonna have to be like a.
I would say maybe you do mostly Pixar animated, and then you have moments like Pirates of the Caribbean. Let's say him meeting with like Captain America. Then it's real.
Yeah, like a Sonic the Hedgehog type thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna get.
That's a good point. That's an animated character brought real.
Yeah. I'm sure Garfield's gonna be like that.
Yeah. All right, boys. Well, I think that's what should we call this segment? Like creative writing or like
Chat GFAPT.
I don't hate that.
Yeah.
Chat G.
Easy girl.
Hi, Daisy.
Oh.
Well, hey, everybody out there. Again, this was an episode to kind of celebrate us getting 500 downloads. And we're close to 600 ourselves. And we just want to keep growing. We appreciate everyone who's been with us along the ride. And I think us together can agree that this has been just so much fun doing this together. We don't expect whatever happened this last week. I don't expect to happen every week. It's just the fact that it happened is the most important part. And I think that's kind of all contributions are coming from all of you around the entire world.
Yeah.
So again, we can say we have listeners from all around the world. I have proof of it, but I guess it's cool that we just three guys who just thought, let's maybe just start a podcast together and see what happens. Two of us didn't even know each other when we first met or when we did this podcast, and where we are now. So look at Daisy behind me smiling.
What is she looking at?
I don't know. But, boys, do you guys have anything to say at the end of this episode to say to the people?
It's good
Yeah.
fapping with y'all.
Yeah. Thank you to all the fans out there. You know, we hope that you enjoy fapping with us as much as we enjoy fapping with you.
Yeah, if you made it this far, shout out to you.
Yeah. This is kind of a crazy episode. A little different, but you know what? I think, you know,
We're
you got
trying new things.
Always
this is
getting better.
how you extend the longevity of this podcast is by trying out new things like this. So I think we do more going, not like maybe every week, or we do, you know, we'll figure it out. But I think we got a lot of great ideas. Starting next episode, hopefully, I think we will have a plan to just expand our universe, expand the Fapiverse, and make each episode even better than before. So I think if they end every YouTube video with comment, like, subscribe, check us out on Instagram at Filmaholics Entertainment Podcast. Follow us on Spotify.
Please download.
Download on Spotify. Download on Apple Podcast. It's just the beginning, baby. We
Tell
appreciate
a friend
y'all.
to tell a friend.
Yeah, tell a friend to tell a friend. And you know what? We got shirt and merchandise coming soon. So anything else, guys? Am I missing something?
Keep fapping.
Keep fapping, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, keep fapping. Cheers. Peace out.